Alright, we've got Bird. It's happening. It's been a little while since you guys have seen me, but oh man, look. It's adjusting. It's working. I have Bird. This is Cody. If you haven't seen him before, he's a little green cheek conure. He's the one making all the noises in the background and who the emote is after. I've been messing around a little bit with the camera settings, and it turns out that I can actually just completely remove the the wall behind me and the blinds, which generate a ridiculous amount of light. So actually, because they generate so much light, they can kind of fade away. So it's okay. It semi-works. I might just stick with it because it's not too bad. And then I think it looks a lot better inside of our cage, right, where the actual background isn't even there. So pretty cool. I actually it works pretty nicely. But yeah, so I have a bird. This is a bird, and he just sits here. This is what he does. I can use him as a telephone. Hello? Anybody there? No. And this is what he does. This is how it works. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Sinister Berry. It's a baby bird. Kadum. Look at this thing. This thing that I have. I don't know what to do with this thing. He doesn't really care. He's just like, whatever. I don't mind. Whatever. This is cool. Just chilling. Just chilling here doing bird stuff. He doesn't care about any of it. So he'll be here during the stream. Alright? Just hanging out the entire time. Otherwise, you know, it's like I said, it's been a couple weeks. The last time I streamed was yesterday. Before then, it's been a couple weeks, right? So getting back in the groove of things, I think just to start the stream for the first hour, I will answer questions, help people out, and do the regular Mirage Isle Fish Fest thing. I want to get that out of the way. I forgot to do it last weekend because obviously we were moving and a bit busy. So try to get it done this weekend. Otherwise, not too many crazy things going on. So again, mostly just streaming to keep myself open so that if people have any questions, they can ask them, and trying to learn a little bit more about Arcade, especially when it comes down to like theory crafting or mechanics or whatever. I can help out with all of those sorts of questions. And otherwise, I mean, like, you know, I know this is the sort of VOD for YouTube and such, and that people do watch those. So again, if you guys have any questions on YouTube, or just later on, you can always message me on Discord. You can always, you know, go into the comments on YouTube and ask those questions. And what I might do is I'll either answer them there, or I will also answer them on stream as a follow-up thing. I have notes that, you know, of questions and things that people ask me in off hours, off of stream, and then I just go through those during the stream. It's a lot easier that way. Then usually I'll highlight those questions if they're pretty good, and then those highlights end up on my YouTube channel. So I think it works out pretty well. I've seen some positive results in those kinds of interactions with the community. So, you know, we'll keep doing it. As far as I know, it works pretty well. And yeah, Cody's just chilling. He doesn't even care. I think he's just listening to me talk and enjoying it. It's just like, this is fine. I get to finally be a part of the conversation instead of having to yell from the other room. Yep, that's right, Cody. So, super easy plan for today. Chilling. And yeah, we'll wait till the stream builds up, because it usually takes like a couple hours for folks to start piling in, which is perfectly normal considering I don't have a set schedule. I don't stream that often. It's, you know, it's gonna take a little bit. So until then, we're just chilling and Cody's on my shoulder hanging out. Hopefully, you guys can see him. You know, since obviously I'm in small camera mode right now, right? And yeah, we're listening to music at the same time. Let me actually turn this down. Sorry if that was a bit loud the entire time. There we go. Okay. Hopefully everything was still audible from the loud music in the background. Yesterday's stream, so I did change my sound settings a little bit. I have a new headset, and messing around with sound settings when I got the headset seems to have screwed things up with the stream a little bit, with how I kind of micromanage everything. So I fixed all of that based off of yesterday's stream, and looks good, seems fine. We'll keep it at this sort of level. That's right, Cody. And hopefully it works out. let's see. Yeah. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully everything is good and audible and fine and stream is good. If there's any issues at all, just let me know. It's not that big of a deal. You can always fix those problems. And then, yep, just keeping myself open. So if people have any questions, this is a good place to ask. And getting Mirage Isle Fish Fest out of the way while the stream is still in its early online stages. We just started out. Alright. Cool. Otherwise, everything seems pretty good with the stream. No issues. What is this? Oh, School of Fish buff, right. There's one issue here. Let me change out one of the notification extensions that I have. Come on, fish. Do the jumping thing. Okay. Oh my god, wow, it's actually broken twice in a row. Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, it broke twice in a row. Let's see. Streamlabs Events. There we go. Alright, now I'm paying attention to getting this thing done. Hopefully I could just get a lucky fish really quick. Is this the Mirage Isle Fish Fest? Yes. It is, yeah. I mean, it lasts 12 hours during the day, but I always forget to do it, so usually during the beginning of the stream I'll just get it out of the way while the stream sort of starts up. It's also a good time to ask questions and such. Today there is the new, so it's the new month, so it's the new month of all the leaderboards as well for the arenas, so I kind of want to do that a little bit. And that's, you know, I'll probably do it just after this stuff and after, you know, we start getting more people in the stream. From this event, I believe on Sunday reset, so the following day's reset, depending on how large of a fish you catch, and it's not actually largeness, it's, I believe it's length, right? Yeah, it's length. So depending on the length of the fish you get, you're going to be on a leaderboard, this leaderboard, that looks something like this. And you get rewards based on this leaderboard. So those rewards are at the very, very top level. You get some gold and a trophy item. But the more important thing here is that you get Fisher King coins. These you actually turn in at Sopir, who is over at the entrance of Mirage Isle. And you can turn them in, these tokens, for sorts of rewards and stuff that you can get that's all kind of related to fishing. Originally, this was the only way to get the mermaid bath. And actually, the mermaid bath that you get from it is still one that gives you a buff for extra fishing proficiency. However, now we have the mermaid bath as a part of a credit housing item here, which is kind of weird, and people have been kind of yelling about it. That, I mean, it's really just a trophy item. While this particular mermaid bath does not give you the fishing proficiency, nobody really gets it for the fishing proficiency in the first place, right? So it's a little bit weird. I don't like that they did that. I'm sure that they understand now why that's a bad thing, and hopefully it doesn't happen again, but it's already too little too late, right? Still, I'm still going to go for it. I want the regular mermaid bath so that I can say that I've done that, right? The actual real one that gives you the proficiency, because I want to get that, right? So I'm still going for it regardless. But there's some other items too. You can get a title, you can get some fishing gear, like essentially it's just image items you can put over your gear if you like those kind of things. But you can see Sopir at the near the entrance of the Mirage Isle for more information about what those rewards can be. So if any of those interests you, then maybe you should do this. And again, this Mirage Isle Fish Fest lasts Saturday for 12 hours, so you've got plenty of time to get it done. You actually get a free fishing pole and everything for, I believe, 1 hour. Yeah, you get it for 1 hour from the quest giver here, the surprise helper, on each of these docks. There's one of them. And then you can just fish using your labor. I think it's actually costs a little bit less labor than normal. So you just fish for a little while and get everything done. That's pretty much it. Then you're done, you can go about your day, right? It didn't used to be this way, too. It used to last only 1 hour, period. and people complained because they wouldn't be able to log in once a week at that 1 hour, so they extended it down, or extended it up to a 12-hour period, which makes way more sense. And people can kind of do it at their own time, which is nice. Also, does this camera thing actually work? Because I'm kind of messing around with it a little bit. Ooh, look at it, it's so wacky looking. Where it's filtering out the background, which, except for this part, where is it? Except for this line right here, I can't filter that out. Couldn't figure out a way to do it. But whatever, I mean, it's really awkwardly done, but what the hell? I'm sticking with it for a little bit. And as long as you guys can still see Cody, I think it works out pretty well, right? There he is. Yep, he knows. He knows he's the star of the show. Alright. You built your thatch today, Hell's Fire. Are you going to upgrade it to like a mining thatch or something else? Or just for now you're going to keep it as a thatched? Got the goal to upgrade it to mining, ah. Yeah, everybody's been going for that. I used to do a bunch of mining houses on Legacy as well, and I know that it's extremely powerful, just in general. Need the enchanted blueprints, yep, that's right. I mean, how much do they go for right now on Win? 17 gold? They probably vary from server to server too. Right. I mean, you can get these from Evan Stoning blueprints, but that's probably just better to use the gold, honestly. 3 for 8 gold each. Now they're 20 gold. Ah, how many do you need? You probably need like 60 or something though to upgrade a thatched, right? That's probably really expensive. I would at least assume so. What's up? Hey, Cody. You hanging out? Oh, you need 15? Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Although in addition to all the other bundles that you need, I'm sure it's still costly. Yeah, I built a Ruby Solarium today. This one. Unfortunately, I did it on my alt. I thought I would be able to trade it to my main. And it turns out you can't actually sell it. It even says it in the description. So it's not super costly. I'll just have to get enough diligence on my main to actually get the design and then rebuild it literally where the current Solarium is. But it looks amazing. It looks awesome. Just kind of sucks that I'm out, you know, on my alt. A little bit of diligence, which I wasn't going to really use anyway, so not that big of a deal. Thankfully, I play this game long term, so these little gold costs, it's not that big of a deal. I learned my lesson. I'll have to read better. Everybody falls for these kind of traps all the time. Happens very, very often, unfortunately, which is why it's always good to talk to people and ask questions. Otherwise, you end up, you know, causing issues for yourself, right? For me, it's not a big deal. I feel nothing. It's okay. But for a lot of other people, that could be a big deal. So to lose out on that much gold, you know, 1,000 gold essentially, or a bunch of diligence. You calculated it to be about 1,900 gold to upgrade a thatched. Oh, that's not too bad. Because then you have a thatched mining house, which is great, right? You'll get that money back, no problem. You play casual, so you don't want to overdo it. Yeah, that's fine. I remember I messed around a lot on Legacy, changing from thatched house to thatched house for no reason, just because. And then just ended up with 2 mining houses. But this is Legacy now. Or I'm sorry, this is AAU now, so it's a little different. I wish that I went for mining houses early, because it would have saved me a lot of time and effort. But, it's, again, not that big of a deal, you know? I still consider myself as playing casually, because I don't stress over anything, right? I barely do dailies, and I've still been able to progress really, really well, although I don't have all my equipment on right now. But, you know, I've been able to progress pretty well, so. Thankfully, the game is a lot more fun when you're just kind of chilling and playing it. So hopefully that's an enjoyable thing for you as well. Oh man, this line is pissing me off. Alright, hold on. Can I do anything about that line? camera, filters. What have I got? I have color key, which kind of helps. And I have Luma key. Look at that. No, that line does not want to go away. Oh, man. I want to get rid of that line. Wait, I know what I could do. I wonder if I can actually just cut it out. No, I don't want to deal with that. Could color key it. If I color key, custom color, select color, and then find a color very close to it. Like, that's right, Cody. Like this. Like that. Oh, man. I start to disappear. No, I'm fading. Alright, so that's close, but it doesn't work. Very close. Damn. Alright, let me get rid of that. Cancel. Oh, seed ball? For Cody? Well, I don't think he needs to make a mess on my arm. I think he's doing perfectly well. Now he really wants the seed ball. Okay. Alright, Cody's got a seed ball. You'd like to do larceny and dungeons for money at the start of AAU or just fishing raids? For your fishing boat design, which I haven't done, by the way. I still gotta do that. Which made you fish 100% of the time. So you decided to go for worse silver per labor ratios, but do more varieties of earning money. That's probably a better way to play, honestly. And I'm also very much into larceny with 230k, and it's... For silver labor ratio, there's definitely better things in larceny, but I'm okay with farming for a long time, right? So it's fine. Now I actually, what I do is, you know, besides playing the auction house as I usually do, I've been spending most of my labor on just trying to get all of my proficiencies up to 50k so that I can get the titles for a lot of them. And so, like, lately I got cooking up to exactly what I needed to be able to cook the items that I needed. So I'm just kind of doing them for random things, honestly. Using labor for whatever I decide to that day. So now I've got so many coin purses stockpiled. Whenever I actually do run out of things to do with labor, I'll just end up starting to open up those. But yeah, if you enjoy the game and you're progressing at your own level, then it's not that big of a deal. The thing people forget is if you're enjoying a game, you're essentially playing it correctly, especially for an MMO, right? People play it however they want, especially Arcade, which has like a million different things you could do in it. It doesn't all have to be competitive and such, right? And you can be competitive just in a couple months of really putting in some effort. So it's not that crazy. How do you make money if you don't use labor for it? So I usually buy and sell off the auction house, actually. I'll buy things low and I'll sell things high, right? That's pretty much how it is. I actually had a video on YouTube about just general ideas for making money, but I don't really use labor for mine, so it's a risk for sure. But after 7 years of playing, 6 years of playing this game, I've been able to figure that out, and it's a slow gain. But that's my reliable source of income, right? Plus we do things like Abyssal and DGS packs. Those are pretty good as well. Oh, and technically you can farm tons and tons of mobs for things you can, like, that actually just drop things you could sell. One of those is, something that I did a little bit recently is I've been farming some mobs for the Fortune Teller's Crystal Balls, which I showed off in my house. I'll give away the secret because I'm done with it. But I've been farming mobs for Fortune Teller's Crystal Balls and selling all of the Fortune Teller's Crystal Balls for 1,000 gold each. People have been buying them, so... I mean, it takes forever to actually get one because they have an insanely low drop chance. Like, just an amazingly low drop chance. But lately I've been doing that, right? So it kind of works out, right? And people buy them, so I mean, alright. I mean, it's a good item. It's essentially a buff that you can have in your house forever, right? So it's not bad. I'm not surprised people buy it for 1,000 gold, but I mean, it's literally didn't have to spend any labor. which is kind of nice. But are you enjoying it? Oh my god, you made a huge mess. You made a massive mess. God damn it. I can't describe to you. Can you guys see? Can you guys see this bird? He's just eating. He's chilling. Making a massive mess on my shoulder, which I have to clean up later. Now I have to like make sure not to actually move my shoulder. If I move my shoulder, it will all end up on the ground, and that's not good. Crap, I actually need a be right back screen. Especially if I have to like go put Cody away. After this fish, I'm gonna work on that really quick. It's like a super quick thing I could do. You're not on the level just to make your income from the AH? Yeah, I know, it's, but you see how the AH works. You can kind of understand what I mean by buying low, selling high, because, it really is. I mean, prices bounce all the time, you know? It's just knowing how and when and why, right? That's a big deal. But it's a really crazy endgame activity. I do not suggest it for anybody who doesn't have the extra income to invest into it, you know? Me, I've gotten everything that I want at this point, so I don't really care. Like, I have no idea what to spend on, right? I'm working on my Noriat accessories finally. But, like, you know, that's kind of already done too. Like, I don't really care about upgrading them at this point. The next thing I'm going for is a mythic bow, which is like a little bit more defense penetration and crit rate, and that's it. So I'm not rushing for these things. I'm already competitive at the end game, no problem. You know, it's like, all right, I'll take my extra gold and mess around a little bit, right? Today I lost 1,000 gold because I built a ruby solarium that I can't even give to my main, which sucks. You know, it's my mistake, of course. But it's not that big of a deal, thankfully. I'll get enough diligence in my main. Hopefully the ruby solarium is actually in the marketplace when I have enough diligence, because it might actually take me a couple weeks. And if not, that sucks, because then I have to hold on to 500 diligence until it's back. But then I'll just rebuild it, so it's okay. I do want a ruby solarium because it matches obviously my character, right? With the gold trim and the red roof. I think it works really, really well. And then I'll use that as my lore house, right? I'll put all my books in there on a bookshelf. It'll look really nice. I'll put all my statues in there. I'm excited to have an actual proper lore house for things, but unfortunately, it will have to wait a couple weeks more, if not even longer, if they really do remove the solarium design from here next week. Because it seems like they're rotating the type of solarium every week to a different color. I just didn't read the big caution sign in green that said, "Caution, this design is not tradable, and the completed structure can't be sold." Which, my fault, of course. You know, you learn your lessons in this game like that all the time. And again, like I said before, another good reason why it's always good to ask people questions and talk to people, and you know, you're going to miss things, it's going to happen, which is fine, but the more you talk to people, the more other people can be like, "Wait, did you notice that it says this?" And you'll say like, "Oh, you're right, my bad," right? So that's fine, right? It's an MMO, you're going to be playing it for a long time, that's how they're designed, so it's okay, you can make mistakes. But it's also why I'm here to, you know, help other people and answer questions and such. Hopefully people can avoid those sorts of mistakes. Like here I'm going to use probably a labor pot just to fish a little bit more, just because I don't really care. Thankfully. Alright, let me make this be right back screen really quick. So I wanted to take the really cool starting soon screen, this one, and I wanted to duplicate it to say be right back. And then I want to change the words. Where is it? I have to get rid of so many things, hold on. Okay, so starting soon, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna add one text that says BRB. be right back, right? And we'll move that over here, and we will give it an effect. In fact, I can actually, no, it's too late, I can't do that. All right, filters, no, that's not it. How do I do this? Outline, aha. Okay, you guys can't see that yet. No, it's a white outline. No, I want a black outline. Here we go. So now it's like a properly done. Nice. Okay, we have a be right back screen. Done. Easy. No problem. Alright, so now if I have to like go and take care of Cody, I can just use the screen. Be right back. Okay. We're back though. Wasn't long.
Out of view.
Oh my god. Cody made a massive mess on me. I was just picking through it. He's picking through his mess. Can you guys see this? Look at this. Now you can barely see what atrocities he's committed on my shoulder. Oh, whatever. He's picking through it, so I guess it's fine. He's happy. I can't complain. Alright, whatever. He's happy. Most important thing. As long as the bird is happy, I don't care. But again, for anybody lurking, any new folks in chat, if you guys have any questions about Arcade things, if you're trying to theory craft a build, you're trying to learn something new, you want to get into some proficiency, you want to learn more about some kind of mechanic, or you have any questions about the Reddit threads that I put out, please feel free to ask those questions. This is a really good place to do it. I try to stream specifically so that I can answer questions and help people out. That's really what it is about. And just hang out with chat and such. So, you know, take advantage of my time for that, because that's literally the whole purpose of this stream. Right. And we still haven't gotten any lucky fish, though. Although I guess the stream is slightly different purpose, because now I have a bird that everybody wanted to finally see. I'm finally back on camera. With my I need to get a haircut here. But I'm sure everybody's like that to some degree at the moment. Cody, you enjoying your food? Oh. Oh my god, only fry packs. Nothing else.
Out of view.
Oh my god, now you're just throwing things on the floor. Ah. And you're cleaning yourself up. He's done. He's finished. Here's the aftermath. My entire shoulder is now, like, completely covered in food. Oh, man. And he's stretching. Like, ah, this is fine. Had a good meal. Oh, he's going back. Oh, when I get into arenas, I definitely have to put Cody back, because I need full movement of my arm. I wish he would just, like, chill and sit still on this little bench that I have for him. But no, he always tries to climb back onto me because he wants to hang out, which is fine. I don't mind, of course. Eventually we want to actually get him a cage for this room so that he can, like, just chill with us while we're on our computers. So he'd be behind me most likely, somewhere back there. But that's, you know, we just moved out last weekend, or a couple weeks, what is it? A week ago now. So, you know, we still got a lot of things we want to get and do. Now with larger space. This is cool, though. I actually, like, if I tune this properly, I don't even need a green screen, technically. I can find a way to actually make this work. I mean, that's really impressive that it's gotten to that point. And obviously, like, there's tons of technologies that do that already, right? Like Zoom and everything. But this is a little different. This isn't like the way that Zoom is doing it. This is based off of color and light instead of movement. And it works really well. I just have to keep tuning it a bit. Cody, what are you doing? What are you doing on my arm? Come back. Oh, I see. You needed to go to the bathroom. Right. I gotta take care of this bird. Oh my god. What are you looking at your own poop for? There's nothing interesting about it. Alright, hold on. Let me take care of this bird, alright? Give me 1 second. Hey! Cedar, how you going? How you doing? Or how you going? I don't know. Earth, is Arcade worth playing now, or is it just the meme fest toxic? I mean, Arcade Unchained has been really good. And I know most of the servers are still doing very, very well. There's a new Fresh Start server that's been doing really well as well. So generally it's fine. I mean, I don't get involved in all the toxic stuff, right? I don't get involved into politics or anything at all. In fact, I'm a solo player, which I don't recommend. So, as usual, as for the last 6 years or whatever, I've been having a blast playing and doing my own thing without having to worry about other people, right? What? I didn't say that at all. What are you talking about? In fact, Tyranno server has been extremely balanced. So, like, between West and East and Pirates, it's been, like, really contested and good there. And then I just block people who cause problems, so it's not really that much of an issue. But, like, people's words don't affect me or anything. I just block people. I don't really care. You know, I guess I'm a little different than most people, so. But generally, like, it's been a lot more positive on Win West. People have kind of just forgotten about Oso because they don't really care. Because Oso, they just own content and they go do whatever they want, right? They're essentially a PvE guild. So we just ignore Oso and do our own thing, and Win West otherwise has been doing really, really well. Just working together. And doing our own content, doing DGS and Abyssal or whatever, like, it's been a lot more positive. And eventually, hopefully, we can actually compete against Oso. But, you know, without having to cheat and buy gold and, you know, buy people and accounts and everything, right? How do I attend world bosses without a guild? Actually, most of the guilds in Win West work together. So, like, instead of it being one big guild doing all the world bosses, it's like 8 or 9 actually working together. And because of that, it's a lot more positive, and you know, everybody's in voice just chilling and hanging out and stuff. Thought about giving it a go again? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you don't like the game and stuff, then don't worry about it, right? It's all good. No one should ever, you know, force you into playing a game or anything, especially if you don't want to play it, right? If you had a bad experience, you shouldn't play it again. Totally agree. I think people, unfortunately, play Arcade too long, even though they don't like the game, or they don't like the people or something, or they, you know, they get involved too much in the politics, like you said. Yeah, I hate the toxic people. Like, I just ignore them. Like, they don't mean anything to me. Like, Jace, for example, is a toxic player who I've blocked for 7 years, or 6 years, you know? I just haven't blocked. Like, I don't have to deal with him. I like what he does. I actually like the purpling and everything, but I don't like the way he talks to people, so I just haven't blocked. Like, I totally forget he exists because I haven't blocked, right? Everybody who I have blocked just doesn't exist anymore for me, and it works really, really well. You don't have to interact with people if you don't want to, and so I don't have to deal with, like, reading chat and the shit that people say. It's, like, useless, a waste of my time. Alright, Cody, what are you doing? Are you eating my headset? He is. He's eating my headset. What are you doing? Oh my god. It's not that tasty. What are you... Get over here. Step up. No, he really wants to eat my headset. Green Cheek kind of does the same thing. Yeah, dude. Today he was really aggressive this morning, which I'm sure you also know and have dealt with. Like, just suddenly he gets into a mood. you know, we gave him a banana and he's fine. Alright, no problem. Everything's cool now. No, he's just picking my hair. When you quit the game, they released a second tier of Haram. Now we're on the 5th. Actually, I think the first 4 came out at the same... The first 3 came out at the same time, maybe? You know, not played since Alpha? Oh, had been playing since Alpha. I see. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, because you've been around all over the place. I don't know, I really enjoy the game still. And, you know, even after all these years. So... you know, it's hard for me to comment on that, because I know what the issues are, totally. The things that kick people out of the game, the toxicity and stuff that exists. The thing is, the toxicity really only belongs in, it only exists in the top competitive community, which I don't try to compete with at all, and I have all those people blocked. So when I kill them, I don't really care what their response is, right? I don't care what they say in chat, because I don't see it. Like, it just doesn't exist for me. God damn it. And so, but because the toxicity exists up there, and I don't interact with those people, like, it doesn't exist. Like, for me, it's just not there, right? You're very competitive. Yeah, so then you end up having to, but, like, I could be competitive and just not care about those players, right? And just have them all blocked, which is what I do. It's like, it doesn't really make a difference to me. But I also, like, I feel like, I don't know, people who are competitive in arcade just end up quitting much earlier than everybody else. Because I'm not, like, I've never really been that competitive in arcade. I just play casually, and I still compete massively with everybody, alright? That's with my casual gameplay, where I just barely do dailies and stuff. And yet I still have, you know, tremendous progress. But, like, but yeah, I do notice that a lot of people who play competitively just end up quitting earlier, which is why, again, all those toxic people at the top, they're just going to end up quitting earlier than me, so who cares? What do I care about those players for? It doesn't make a difference, right? They're going to end up just transferring to a different server anyways, and then other people will transfer in, and there will be other competition. I mean, you know, people do scrims and stuff, but it's, you weren't big in the daily stuff, so you did arenas and made gold. Oh, but you did your arenas and made gold, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, it's not for everybody, for sure. Especially the competitive arcade aspect. It's not for everyone, for sure. And yeah, so I don't know. It's like, I feel like the game fools people into thinking that you have to be competitive, but, like, considering all the recent things that I put out about arcade and stats and, like, progression and things, it's very easy to see that the trend for gear curves off massively. So, like, at the very high end, you pay 1,000 gold for, like, 1 attack, where at the very low end, you pay 1,000 gold for, like, 500 attack, right? And get 500 times the value. And it curves off just so insanely that you can have, like, 10k gear score and actually kill somebody at 18k. It's not that crazy. It really isn't, as long as you're actually fighting the correct person and not a Skull Knight or a tank, right? And doing your job in battle. People with no gear score can still compete massively because they can play builds with massive buffs or crowd control, you know, from the back lines, and participate massively, really, really positively in PvP without having to have any gear and still being extremely survivable just on the skills alone. And all from the back line while you're learning the game, right? So it's quite nice, but people don't tend to know that, right? The game fools you into not seeing those things, and the game fools you into thinking that, you know, the progression at the top end is important, when it really just isn't, right? It's not that crazy. It's not like the break all thing. It's just that's what the game fools you into thinking with the way that it, you know, there's like lack of information essentially and such. We were around when Slayers were a thing, but used to fight them until their leader disappeared with their gold. Slayers. I do remember that guild, but I don't know if it was on like Enla, Kraken, or Aria or anything. But I remember that guild being a thing, but it might have been a different... No, we played in the same server. And I remember when you played Argent and Defiler and Skull Knight, but definitely Argent, because I remember fighting you in the arenas at times. Which would suck right now, because like now that they buffed Absorb Life Force to 90% health received healing reduction, I've been able to actually kill healers no problem. And I like it, because finally a healer is just as susceptible to death as I am, you know? Alright, this will have to be the last fish, and then I gotta clean up my shoulder and put Cody away. Maybe. I'll keep Cody out. It was on Selfira. Saltfira? Yeah, I don't know. Then I didn't really play on Selfira or anything, or heard about that. And people are all salty in any game, though, right? If you're gonna be competitive, you have to deal with them. Well, not in this game, right? You could block people, I guess, but you have to at least play against them, right? But that's kind of, you know, I was competitive when I was younger, for sure. I mean, I'm only 28, but still, you know. When I was younger, I was competitive, for sure, and I would get salty sometimes, and then it like, wore off over the years. It's like, what the hell's the point? To me, it's like, I had more fun just playing a game for fun than playing competitive. And then I still end up being competitive by accident, essentially, when I play that way. Oh, you were in Kraken for a while. Okay, yeah. I guess, yeah, because you'd be able to server transfer anyways, right? Dude, I still haven't gotten anything. I've only been getting fry packs. Look at this list! Can you see this? It's literally just a list of everything as a fry pack. Oh, man. This is the most unlucky day. 21 minutes left. Screw it. I don't know. I don't want to deal with it. I'm just going to get a really crappy, maybe 3 coins or something. Whatever. It's fine. Let's get out of here. Moved around a lot to fight bigger guilds. I'm afraid of that because, like, honestly, in Arcade Unchained, Tyrannos is like a perfect server. And on Win, unfortunately, Oso, the East Guild, you know, Shanzi's guild, essentially is just free farming it, you know. So they're getting all the Enowin designs, and they're just going to take the designs and sell them on other servers. So everybody's like, on Tyrannos, they're like, we don't want to do anything with, you know, don't transfer people from Win to us. Don't merge the AHs or anything, because then we're going to get a bunch of Enowins from a free farm server, and I get that, for sure. But right now, Tyrannos is like a perfect server. It's like perfectly balanced, people are actually chill. I'm sure that there's still toxicity and such, but like, okay. And it can only get worse with merges and transfers. So, you know, especially with people from Win going to other servers or trading to other servers. It's a big issue. So, I don't know what to say. I hope they never really do the transfers, ever. I hope they literally never do transfers or merges, period. Because then Osa would just quit, because why the hell would they play? And new people will come in, take their spot essentially on East, it'll become more balanced, and the natural progression of a social MMO would happen. But yeah, exactly. Merges and transfers would have broke the game. I mean, I've been yelling that for years. Global AH, yeah. I've been yelling that for years, but it's just going to happen anyways. People have to get ready for it. It's very unfortunate. I wish they said, you know what, never going to happen. That'd be awesome. Maybe they can merge a server if it, you know, into a bigger server, if it's like really bad over there. Okay, I get that. But never two servers into each other. And, no, they'd have to do 2 servers into each other, because then land would have to go to both, right? Land would be taken away for both, right? That's how that would work anyways. But anyways, my point is that all that stuff is just, it's destroyed the social aspect of the game, because why do you have to, who cares, right? If you're losing on a server, you just go somewhere else to win. There's no social aspect anymore. You don't have to make deals. You don't have to be to work with allies and make alliances. You don't have to do anything. You just go somewhere else and win over there. And I've been yelling that for years, but unfortunately, it's just kind of how. I mean, the truth is the reason merges and transfers exist isn't because of money. I think. I mean, sure, money has probably a part to do with it, but the bigger reason is because people are asking for it. Because the community is constantly, every week, on Twitter and on Facebook and on you know, streams and in Discord, begging for transfers and merges. And so it's going to happen because the community is asking for it, even though we can logically come up with a million reasons and examples as to why it's bad, right? But the community is asking for it, and it helps Gamigo make some more money. They're going to do it, right? You would have understood if it was a free-to-play game for everybody. But it was really paid to play because they needed some revenue. Yeah, now with the buy-to-play model, it's definitely different. But I don't know. They're still going to look for more income whenever they can, right? Because it benefits everybody on the Gamigo side and Excel too. Cody, what's up? I gotta clean my shoulder, dude. You are ridiculous. This freaking bird. Alright, hold on. Let me go be right back really quickly. Just cleaning up my shoulder. And then I'll be back with Cody, don't worry. Alright, that was quick. Let me go back. Step up. Oh, you're gonna chill there? Really? You're gonna just chill here? On your little bench? On your little bird bench? Looking at me? Hi. Step up. No, he's just chilling. Oh, he's so cute and he's so aggressive. He's being an aggressive bird. Okay. You're gonna hang out there? You don't wanna hang out on my shoulder? Step up. No, he's picked what he wants to do. Alright, cool. You can be there. Cedar, what are you saying? People can free farm a server. There's a lot to gain because they can farm a server and move to another. Yep, exactly. And that's what's gonna happen. That's what they're planning, right? That's what. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's exactly what. Stop it! It's eating the tissue paper. I was trying to bite it. Go over here. That's exactly what they're planning on doing, right? They're just going to make a bunch of gold or actual real-life money, honestly, from what I understand, by selling over to Tyrannos. The server gets too low, pop-ins, merge, and cycle continues. Yep, exactly. I mean, we all know about the cycle. It's literally, it happens every single time. I really wish that they would say server transfers would never happen. No, you're good to ramble because it's totally true. I yell about this all the time on my streams. I mean, it's not an unknown thing, right? I think everybody's in agreement, even the people who do transfer servers, right? I think everybody agrees that it sucks. Merges I can understand. Hey, that's actually a good webcam. I've just filtered out the background, which works semi-well, you know. It's not perfect. I gotta tune it a little bit more. Here, let me show you what it looks like without it. Hold on. Oh god, how do I do what I was about to do? Filters. So this is what it looks like without any of the filters. Oh my god, suddenly bright. Yeah. So this is my corner here. But I used a couple things to filter things out. So I mean, it's okay. It's just not. It's not perfect. I can take away color key. Whatever, dude. I'll tune it later. All right. I'm just here to show off my bird. This thing, this guy. All right. That's the whole point. Even though it's like, yeah, it's not perfect. All right. Just chill. It's gonna be okay. Hold on. Filters. Is this happening because of that? I don't know. Whatever. Should I just do this? Does it matter? Is it that big of a deal to show? Whatever. I'll figure it out later. I'll just keep it like this for now. Alright. Come here. But no, I totally agree. I think that Arcade has huge potential, and I think that transfers specifically killed it off. I think merges are okay, generally, when done correctly. But, you know, Gamego doesn't make any money off of merges, right? So, transfers is really what killed the game. Merges, I get. You know, you kill a small server and a big server merging or whatever, fine. But, you know, like, if they merged the smaller servers like Kalen, Jurgent, and Denistri, I don't know, whatever the servers are. What is it? If they merged like Denistrius and Kalen into Win, and Runert and Jurgen into Tyrannos, that'd be awesome, right? And then we would have 2 servers, and it's like done, perfect, right? Oh my god, you are causing issues everywhere you go, you little bird. Step up. No. Transfers make merges a more frequent thing. They do. I agree, yeah. I totally agree. Where it doesn't have to be the way. The big problem is that people plan for merges and transfers, right? People plan for that stuff. And because of that, the game gets worse, right? Yeah, like everybody's in agreement with this. Everybody knows that transfers killed the game, all right? This isn't anything new. But because, like, people plan for this stuff. So, like, they're free farming the server to transfer and sell those things, right? That's a bad thing. People quit the game on, like, they'll maybe come back when transfers happen, right? Because then they'll just move to a different server. People plan for that stuff. Whereas instead, if GameGo said, you know what? Transfers will never happen, period. What do people have to do? Well, now, if you want to play Arcade, you better start communicating with your opponents and making alliances and actually fighting the people, because if you're not, then you're literally not going to be playing, right? You can't wait for a transfer at that point. You're either A, just going to quit right away, which is fine, or B, you start doing something about it instead of waiting to go somewhere else, right? And that's part of the issue, is that people don't play the social MMO because they're just waiting for transfers and merges, right? It's a social MMO. You're supposed to talk to people and make alliances and stuff, and you know, and that's fine. You know, that's how it works. Yeah, people say, alliances, whatever, but like that's part of the fun. It's part of the story. You know. It was, yeah. There was a natural progression with you know, before transfers. In the early days, there was a natural progression of West would like take everything over, and then eventually they would naturally die out because East would actually get their shit together and start to compete against them. And it's a back and forth, right? It takes months for power to shift back and forth. But it works that way. It's true. As soon as transfers go in, all that stuff is out the door. It doesn't exist. It doesn't happen. Now it's not natural progression. It's just people transferring in, dominating, transferring out, people coming in, transferring on this side, dominating, transferring out. It's like, it's not fun, right? You can't compete against that in any legitimate way. C did announce transfers, but we only have 2 servers and real-time restrictions. Might not be that bad. If they have better restrictions for us, I think it'd be better. Like if they did what Korea did, where they don't announce transfers, they just say, oh, for this week, these 2 servers can transfer out, and that's it. Like if that's all they said or something, and then you literally just, with no warning, bam, you have a week to do it, and if you don't do it, you're done. And then like maybe in 8 months, your server will get picked again, or not. I'd love to see that at least. But that, you know, transfers for us is open 24/7, and, you know, with like a 6-month delay on one character or something, right? So it's not ideal for an actual positive gameplay environment. Before Slayers and Sulfura, there was a BR power block, and people formed to fight them. Same happened with Slayers. Yeah, I mean, I was a part of those kind of things back on Enla, too, where, you know, people would band together to fight even their own faction and have civil wars, essentially. Especially when West and East, you know, 2 guilds, 1 guild in West, 1 guild in East, would ally together and work together against everybody else. Like, there was this social politics, which was really cool. And yeah, it's toxic, right? There's a little bit of toxicity happening all the time, but the social gameplay there makes sense, and there's progress, and there's a story, and it's really fun. You feel good when you make progress. You have a guildie that was in Slayers? Oh. Alright, let me do something. Let's do something. Did I do... I did, yeah, I think I finished all that stuff yesterday on stream. Oh, you guys want to see the Ruby Solarium that I built by accident? I'll go show you. It looks great. I mean, I love it. It's just I can't move it to my main, so gotta rebuild it on my main, unfortunately. I have to actually get the design for my main and everything, which, yeah, I could do that in 2 weeks. I don't think I can get 500 diligence this week on Sunday, tomorrow. but next Sunday I'd be able to. I just don't know if they're probably going to rotate this out on Thursday to a different type of Solarium. So yeah, kind of unfortunate, but whatever. It happens. Not that big of a deal. Look at it though. It looks great. Just doesn't belong to me. It belongs to my alt. It looks amazing though, eh? It looks awesome. Look at this thing. God, it matches my colors and everything. Red and gold. Can't wait to actually have this on my main character so that I can load it up with books and shit and have a bunch of lore things all over. But for now, unfortunately, it is just saving my spot. A Solarium is saving my spot for an actual other Solarium. It's a beautiful, expensive mess, but whatever, make mistakes, it's not a big deal. Hey Shabby, what's going on? Thanks for calling my bird beautiful. He is. He's a cute baby. Oh, look at him. Okay, never mind. I don't know what he's doing. Step up. Step up. You don't want to? You're just gonna sit on my shoulder? You just want to hang out? You're being a little stubborn bird? What are you doing? Step up, Cody. Oh, there we go. Look at this guy. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's a bird. He doesn't even care. You're still playing ESL? Ah. Well, good. As long as you're enjoying ESO, then. Oh, food. Thanks. Alright. How am I going to do this with Cody here? I can't... okay. Great. No, not Chinese food. Apparently, we got chicken nuggies. Which, yesterday was hilarious shopping. We got pizza, we got chicken nuggies. This is normal. This is not what we normally get. We get good stuff and healthy things, but I don't know what happened yesterday. Cody, you really want to get back down. I know you really want the food. I know. I don't think you can have this though. I think that there's a lot of garlic in here, which is just not good for you. So let me put this off to the side for now. Oh my god. Come here. Come here. Hello. This is what he does. He doesn't care. He's a bat. Look at this thing. Look. Look at him. Hello. Woo. Wait, oh. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm done. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's just playing. He doesn't care about anything that I do. He's just like, whatever, dude. We're just chilling. We're having a good time. Oh my god, what are you doing? You flipped. What are you doing? You're literally doing flips for the stream. So yeah. This is, you guys gotta say hello to Cody again. Is it not bright? Is there a brightness issue? Hold on. Let me fix that. See, I've been trying to mess around a little bit with the camera, but I gotta do it a bit more. Filters. Yeah, that's right, Cody. Color. No, I want color correction. What does that do? Ooh. Yeah. That's good enough. How long have I had him? Well, I've had him for about 4 years. He is 4 years old as of last Monday. Last Monday was Cody's hatch day. Is that right? I think it's right. Yeah, last Monday was Cody's hatch day. This thing came out of an egg 4 years ago, last Monday. This came out of an egg, like a small little egg. And then this thing popped out. And then he grew up, and now he's like here, doing bird things. Panicked panda, yeah. Did you throw Cody a birthday party with hats? So we moved that weekend. So Cody was freaking out about the move and like, oh my god, an empty space suddenly. Oh my god. He was freaking out about everything. He was afraid of the hallway too. We have a hallway now, and he's like, he couldn't stand it for like an hour. He's like, I can't imagine this being a hallway. So yeah, we moved. That was his birthday gift. And then otherwise we like gave him bananas and chilled with him for a long time. So yeah, he's good. We gave him a little party, sure. Cody. Alright, so he's here. I'll eat in a little bit, because I want to have him out for a little bit longer. I think the plan will be that We'll chill a little bit with chat. If you guys have any questions again about arcade stuff, please feel free to ask. We can do our, I can do my best to answer questions. If you guys, have any questions about mechanics, theory crafting, gameplay stuff, whatever, this is a really good place to ask those questions. And then in a little bit, I'll put Cody away. I'll eat, and then I'll do arenas because the arenas reset today, so I want to do a bunch of arenas if I can. All right. What's the conclusion on character listings? Yeah. So yesterday I went nuts, and I feel sorry for some of the folks I was in voice with, because they had to deal with me going literally insane yesterday. I went insane. I'm sorry, guys. It happened. All right. Show me the most geared tank on the list. I don't know. I mean, anybody here can be a tank, really. So it's hard to tell. You, Fnatic, Evanson, Fnatic, Deathwish, Fnatic, Skull Knight. This guy. Yeah, we have a castle, yeah. On win? Yeah. They're trying to keep us with one castle, thankfully. Yeah, you can leave Pirate next patch, so you can actually play the video game with us. It's great. I can't wait. Wait, why is it so dark in game? Is it just like a contrast thing? What's his HP? I don't know, you can't really tell his HP anymore, because you can't see stats. They took that away from the ranking information. But, I mean, this is generally how people are at the moment. It's not that hard to actually progress up, honestly. Shappy's insane. Shappy is just a health build. Literally, his build is all about making as much health as humanly possible, which is hilarious to me, and it's a really fun way to play. Nah, it's not? It's damage reduction? Okay. Oh, so you actually went damage reduction on all of your gear then, huh? Alright, what's going on? What's happening? You wanna chill? God, this little tiny little baby bird. No health or resilience in your Haram gear? Oh. I didn't know that. I thought you went full health. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty normal. Even my gear is pretty good and competitive, no problem. It's not that crazy to gear up, honestly. Yeah, that's fine. And again, there's so many catch-up events that happen all the time, literally non-stop, pretty much. Well, yeah, not literally, but pretty much non-stop. Like, you're able to catch up. People can get into the game and do stuff, and then, in a couple months, they're pretty much battle-ready. I mean, you're battle-ready day one, as long as you just play a class that can help CC and Bard and tank, or not tank, but, like, keep people alive, essentially, in your team. Like, any class with just witchcraft and occultism is great. And then if you throw in, like, aromancy to keep yourself alive, or you throw in, like, songcraft if you want to help buff people, or whatever, and then you're good. Like, you could play pretty much anything. And still, not even need the gear, but provide massive amounts of benefits to your team. And stay alive from the back lines, too, while you're learning the game. Like, there's so many good things, people don't really take advantage of it, unfortunately. Or they don't know about it, which is why I'm streaming, to help people out, right? You bought 200k vocation. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna get the full princess set, Yux? Is that why? How much is it for, like, for this stuff? It's 10k? Vocation for a Prodigy's furniture collection? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, yeah, you get your princess gear then. What are you doing? Is he cleaning himself? You little baby bird? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Hello? Is anybody there? Hello? Yes? Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. He doesn't care, dude. He's like, literally doesn't care whatsoever. He's just playing. So funny. Alright, what was he gonna do? I wanted to port over to New Imari to see if the thing is purified. Let's kill some things there for some synthesis stones while I chill, hang out with you guys. I don't want to leave Cody out for a little bit longer and hang out with him because he's doing pretty well. Oh, it is purified. Nice. We're chilling. We can actually farm here. He is vibing. He doesn't care, dude. He's so cute. Little bird. When you played, you had an archer with mythic tier 7 bow. Ah, yes, obsidian. What was that noise? You copying me? A legendary tier 7 armor and daggers to do his combo on me and hit you for 1 damage and 33,000 absorbed. Holy crap, jeez. Panic Panda, how do I make 50 diligence so you can buy a character slot? So you can actually play this game instead of waiting 7 days for your character to delete. So, I mean, it's really just through the Arc Pass, right? If you've already completed all of your Arc Pass for this week, however, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow's reset is will allow you to do more of these quests, and then you'll get your 50 diligence, right? That's pretty much it. Is you got to do the Arc Pass. If you haven't done the Arc Pass this week, then yeah, just do the Arc Pass. There's quests here you can complete, get your 12, and bam, you'll have like 45 times 2 diligence to use right away. Otherwise, just wait till tomorrow's reset, and you do the same thing. Complete your Arc Pass, do your free stuff here, get your missions out of the way, and you'll get your diligence done. No problem. Honestly, the Arc Pass is so good. I love it for AAU. It's so good. And the fact you don't have to pay premium every month just to keep your house up, so you can actually take a break from the game and just log in to pay taxes, is awesome. Like, everything is so less stressful now. And I absolutely love it. It's so good. My favorite thing. And plus, like, after, what is it, 7 months, I think? Has this game been out now for 7 months? For 8? Whatever. After 7 or 8 months, I now have everything that I had on my legacy
warhead approaching.
Everything. Hey, thanks for raiding, Darth Chocolates. Hello everybody. Welcome everybody to the stream. This is my bird. You guys caught me on a really good day where I actually had my bird hanging out with me. So enjoy Cody chilling and doing this on my shoulder. But yeah, so literally, like, yeah, so it's not that hard to get the diligence stuff, but like honestly, like everything with diligence is just really good. And like so much less stressful. You don't have to pay every month to pay just to you know, have like character upkeep and make sure that you can like keep your housing up. I don't know, it's a lot better, a lot less stressful. But Panda, hopefully that answered your question earlier about that. I'm playing an OG Unchained. Yeah, I know, I'm still in Win. Which, I mean, I don't get involved in all the politics stuff with Darth Chocolates, so it's like, to me, it doesn't matter, right? I just block everybody who says things, and I play the game myself, and I do my own thing, you know? And unfortunately, once transfers come in, all those players are going to be leaving anyways, so, you know, it's like, and then at that point, it's like all up in the air anyways, and who's going to be the top dog. But fortunately, Win West has been pretty good lately. People have actually been working together, doing content, like all the different guilds are constantly communicating with one another. And so, like, it's been pretty good. I don't know. AA is probably better avoiding politics. Oh, totally. Oh my god. Yeah. Trust me, it's great. I mean, I've played this game for like 6 years now, completely avoiding politics and being a solo player. Which I don't recommend being a solo player. You know, go join a guild, have fun, talk to people. I just have friends in every guild, right? I talk to all of them, constantly, even on other factions. So it's like, it's a little different for me, but, yeah, dude, it's, yeah, it's good. I just block everybody who says something stupid. Literally, the moment anybody says something stupid, I block them, period. Like, I don't have to listen to anything they say. My block list, it goes on and on and on and on and on. But I don't have to deal with them, so, you know, it's like they don't even exist, really. So it works out pretty well. Thanks for all the new follows and everything, too. Appreciate that. I can't believe it, dude. Choco, how do you stream for, like, 8 hours overnight? Like, do you sleep? How does that happen? I keep meaning to ask you on your own stream. But I'm guessing sleep. I guess the time difference is a little different for you. But Choco never sleeps? Okay. That's fair. Come here, Cody. You sleep during the day? Oh. Oh, you're a bat. Alright. That's pretty cool. No, you are a mad lad. You actually, your time period for streaming is, it fits a time period that normally doesn't work for other streamers. So like you actually get an audience of people at that time, whereas mostly nobody else would be streaming. So that's really good. You get to entertain people who would normally not be able to go to other streams. I'm glad that there's some coverage for that, you know? Choco streams are just ASMR for when you work. For the timing, I guess, huh? Sometimes you stay away for half a day, or for a day and a half, and then sleep for like 12 hours? No, I can't do that. No, I have to keep a semi-proper sleep schedule with work and everything. So... I mean, yeah, then, you know, you stream for like a day and a half, and then you have a coma. And then you go back and you stream another day and a half. I get it. That's good. That works out. You go to sleep when you're tired, though. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. People with, like, odd sleep schedules say, you know what, I just go to sleep when I'm tired. I don't know. I guess that's right? It seems right? But, like, all the sciences don't do that. But I don't know. Then you put your clown makeup on. Oh my god. That's pretty good. Whatever works, man. Whatever you gotta do for the stream, I guess, right? Anyways, for all the new folks that are hanging out, just really quick, I mostly stream to help people out, answer questions. I do a lot of theory crafting, mechanic stuff. You've probably seen my Reddit posts about different mechanics and things that the Arcade Research and Development Group had put out there and worked together to figure out. So it's been really good. It's been very positive and fun. I enjoy doing those kind of things as well, just for myself to understand video games better and to sort of, you know, bring things to the community just the same. That's like very useful knowledge. So if you guys have any questions at all, if you want to learn more about mechanics in Arcade, if you want to theory craft about a build, if you guys have any like, you know, proficiencies you want to learn more about, or things you're trying to understand more in Arcade, or something happened and you just want somebody to run things by, you can go ahead and ask that in this stream. This is a really good place to do those things, as well as in Choco's stream, because people do that, which is great. So, you know, it's another place for that sort of content, and we're just chilling and hanging out with chat and talking about stuff. So, please feel free to... God, I just looked at the food I'm supposed to be eating, but I still have Cody on my shoulder. So, my plan right now is we'll answer a little bit more questions and such. We'll hang out with you guys. Then I'll put Cody away. I'll eat food, and then I'll do arenas, alright? Does that sound good? Because I want to get back into arenas now that the new month is up. And then, you know, there's a new leaderboard reset or whatever for all the arenas. So I want to do that a little bit. Actually, there's a few people that have already started. We'll see how that goes, I guess. Yook's princess furniture made you poor as hell. How expensive is it? It can't be that expensive for princess stuff. Besides the vocation needed, right? Oh my god. A sturdy ingot? 2 glossy oil? What is this? The bed is okay. Huh. I guess it's just this stuff. I guess it's just the lighting takes, the lighting in the rug is pretty expensive. Everything else is okay. Huh. That's so strange. Hey, Nurse Typo. Yeah, hello. Welcome all the folks from Choco Stream. And again, you know, if you guys have any questions about Arcade stuff, please feel free to ask. This is mainly why I stream. I don't stream as often, I don't have a schedule or anything. I try to stream at random times so that I can get different group coverage, and so that different groups of people can go and ask questions and such. But this is mostly what I stream for, is to just hang out with you guys and answer questions. And, you know, the thing is, Arcade is a ridiculously complicated game. Like, everything in Arcade is built to be complicated. You know, something as simple as logging is my main example. You know, just logging has like an entire insane understanding of when to place trees, how often, what trees give what is the RNG chance of getting something from that tree, you know, how often do you have to go and check them if it's a hidden farm. Like, just logging itself has all this stuff, and then woodlots at the top end. Like, it doesn't end. Another really good example of just how complicated ArcAge is that ArcAge has been out for 7 years in Korea, and literally only recently people have figured out, because of, you know, the research that thankfully we did, that hitting somebody from a height, like standing higher on a hill and shooting down at someone, gives a height damage bonus. Literally, you get a damage bonus for hitting someone from above them. And people couldn't figure that out, like, for 7 years. Literally, I put out that stuff on Reddit, and people in Korea went nuts. Actually quoting that stuff and saying, how could we not have known this for 7 years? It's insane, right? But it exists. What are you doing? Are you playing with Cody? Oh my god. My point is that ArcAge is ridiculously complicated, okay? So ask questions, try to learn things. I mean, that's... Okay, he's being a little bit... He's messing with Sinister Berry in the background. Sinister Berry is dancing, and he's like, oh, I want to dance too. I know, Cody, I know. Come here. Yeah, it's his stream now, I know. But yeah, so like, you know, if you don't ask questions, you're really not going to end up understanding things in ArcAge. You really have to ask questions. Why did something happen? What happened? What can I do with abilities? You have to read literally everything to truly understand stuff, because like these abilities and descriptions, they're so lengthy and they have so many combos and there's so much stuff. So yeah, ask questions. That's why I'm streaming, to kind of help out. Nurse Typo, how come the wikis are so not updated? Yeah, they used to have an actual official wiki that you can go in game, press escape, and push this button, and a wiki would pop out. And it was a really terrible, old-looking wiki, but it was like, at least it was there. When Tryon switched over and got bought out by Gamigo, this wiki seemed to have not been taken over in the process, and that server had never been spun up again. So I've been begging everybody to bring this back so that we actually have an official wiki that we can update with all this crap and all the stuff that's been mistranslated, as Choco said, it's true, and update this wiki in like one centralized location that is also, oh my god, accessible from in-game. Like, literally there's a button here and there, right? AA Wiki, you guys can't see this in the bottom right of my screen, but my point is that it's right there. And we don't have that. It's gone now. So, like, I would spend hours and hours actually updating this thing. I think tons of people would. I'd have my own little corner that says GamePro03's found out mechanics, and then I'd list all this, like, the crap that I put on Reddit over the last year about loot drop rate, and height damage, and how the enhanced system works, and all this crap. I just throw it on there so that people can actually go and be interested and learn stuff, because the game is way more fun when you understand things. It's like, it's more fun when you say, you know what? I understand that by doing that, I now did 50% more damage to this mob because I first used Instinct, right? And these little simple things of 2 Instinct stacks, triples, or Twin Shadow Slash, like there's so many things that exist in combos. If people just understood them better, they would have a lot more fun. And it's not just about DPS, it's about healing and tanking too. There is just an immense amount of stuff that people don't really know. There are a couple of wikis that are unofficial, and they're okay. They are updated by, you know, communities as well. But the main reason why I want to see an actual official wiki is because we can have that in-game. And that is, like, the best thing you could do. Because people with one monitor can actually go in, and without having to alt-tab, they just drag this off to the side, read something, or watch a YouTube video while they are playing the game and farming, right? And just reading up and learning about stuff while they're eating their food, you know? So if you guys like that, if you guys want those kind of things, go to the Discord, literally the official Discord, and do what I've been doing and just beg people. Beg people, bring it up to the CAs and the CMs, and keep telling people that we need this thing, because it helps out the community, it helps people learn, it centralizes info. Do what I've been doing, and hopefully we can actually get it. Okay, alright, that's my speech, I guess. I don't know, I randomly went off with a speech. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to, but, you know, it's important stuff, I think. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about ArcAge stuff, please feel free to ask. It's a really good stream for that. If you're here for my bird, that's fine too. I think I totally get that. Because Cody is really the star of this. As Invictus said, it's his stream, and he decides what happens, so... and so if you haven't seen Cody before, It's been a little while since I've been on camera doing stuff, so step up. No, he just wants me to pet him. It's like, I don't want to go anymore. Come here. Step up, Cody. No, he's being stubborn. Whatever. This is a bird. He does bird things. He's just chilling. Just wants head pats. Alright. Cool. Oh god, look at him. His little feather sticking out. Whatever. It's a little better. Whoa, what happened? What's going on? Step up. There we go. We got you. Now we're chilling. Come here, little guy. You match me with your feather sticking out and my hair sticking out too. So this is Cody. He's a bird. This thing. This thing is a bird and he's got a little feather sticking out. Let me just help you with your feather. Okay. Great. Alright. Otherwise, what's actually going on? Changed hostile to war. I guess pirates are trying to kill people there? That's odd. Anything else interesting to talk about? I don't know. I think we're just mostly answering questions. So again, if you guys have any questions about stuff, arcade-related things, please go ahead and ask. You're sending love to Cody. I think he appreciates it. He doesn't... I don't know if he knows, but there's a bunch of people watching you right now, Cody. And they all love you. Because you're the star of this show. I know. Because you're the cute little baby bird. That's right. Thank you. Thanks for nibbling on me. He doesn't want me touching him. Oh, I have to go do the garden thing, huh? Ah. Is it in peace right now? It is. Alright, let's go over there. Honestly, I don't take things super seriously. I already have all the gear that I want in the way that I want it. So, like, I'm just gonna go in, spend 10 minutes, get rank 2, and then just keep doing that. Like, I don't want to have to spend more time in there than I need to. I think we'll do that really quickly, and then we will, and then I'll put Cody back and we'll do arenas. Or I'll eat and then do arenas, because I haven't done that either quite yet. Cody's been pooping. He's potty trained, by the way, this bird. I have a garbage right next to me, and if I'm paying attention and he tells me, hey, I need to go to the bathroom, which he tends to do, I will actually put him over there and tell him to go to the bathroom, and he'll do it. He's essentially potty trained. That's also a party trick. When we have friends come over, we have Cody poop in a bucket. Yook's currently sat at your epic house, waiting for people to craft your furniture. Wow. Waiting for people to do the furniture crafting. Hey, what's going on, player? Alright, I don't know what they're up to. You haven't done garden in 3 weeks. I mean, yeah, like, if you don't need it because you're doing the full library set, right? So it's not that big of a deal. For me, like, I have all my armor where I want it. Like, this doing small upgrades here is so not cost efficient. And, like, I can already compete with people who have 18,000 gear scores, so, like, what am I gaining, really? So, like, the next thing I'm going to do is I'll go for a little bit more defense penetration by getting my bow to mythic. But, like, I'm not rushing it. I don't really care. It's like, I'll do it long term, it's fine. I'll get it eventually. Yeah, I know, the garden hype became a new AFK arena, or area. It really did, and it sucks that that was the way that it is, just because, unfortunately, that's, like, the point system is wacky. It's not done well, and so it kind of sucks, but a little bit of that is getting changed, hopefully better, in the next patch, in a couple weeks here. It should be anyways, at least from my understanding. So hopefully that'll bring people back into the garden a bit more. People will actually start to compete a little bit more over things. But, you know, these are all hopes, right? We'll actually see how it actually plays out. But there is a little bit more content in the garden that makes it a bit more appealing, so hopefully that's the case. But I mean, I'm mostly here just to get this thing out of the way, right? Just get my rank 2, and then literally go do anything else. It's not that interesting. And you know what else sucks is that because of the point system, you're not really encouraged to work with other people unless you really can't solo mobs, right? Because the points are split between everybody in the party. So, it's really, really weird. I don't feel like the design for the garden was thought out too well, which is really unfortunate. But yes, they do make changes in the future that make it better. It's unfortunate that it wasn't done that way from the start, is all. It's unfortunate, like, they didn't have a design team clearly that would have recognized these issues right out the gate, which I think myself and a lot of players did. We really understood the issues right away and said, this is ridiculous, but, you know, their design team didn't, so. Or maybe they don't have one. I don't know. Alright, the only thing I have to worry about in here is lag, because if I use Blade Flurry, there is always a chance that I get flung off into nowhere. And so, like, actually I can get, like, flung anywhere, like into another mob or something too. So, oh god. What's going on? Are you reacting to something that Sinister Berry is doing in the kitchen? Yeah? Sinister Berry is putting away dishes, so you're just chilling? Okay. Give him little pets. That's right, Cody. Oh wait, is this mob up? Oh, it is. Okay. Don't you yell. Is his yelling too loud, by the way? Like, is this screeching a bit of an issue? If we need to, I can turn on Crisp. But you guys let me know. Is it piercing anybody's ears? I don't want to pierce anybody's ears, but he is a bird, so it's not bad? Okay, good. Thanks, Jax. That's good to know. I mean, I'm not going to put him back, because I know everybody wants to see him. Because he's way more important than I am. I have to pay slight attention here, actually. Mostly because I can keep things impaled for a ridiculous amount of time, but I have to make sure that the combo works properly. You have 2 macaws! Yeah, of course they would, definitely. Jeez. Yeah, macaws are awesome, and so dangerous. Like, I think they're so cute and amazing and awesome, and if you train them, they're really good, but jeez, man, I'm afraid of those big birds. Like, they can cause some damage. Cody causes damage sometimes. Like, so that's impressive. You can get 2 of them. Oh no! It's gone. Come back, Fox. Come here. Where are you? Get over here. Ow. They're strong? Yes, definitely. Those things, their beaks are just like... I mean, there's some reason to be afraid of them. Honestly. Okay, Cody. Thank you. Thank you for participating in the conversation. Am I full tier 3 gems now? No, I still use the honor gems, and I'm going to continue to. I don't like having to, yeah, hey, Codebreaker. No, it's all honor gems. They're all pretty, like, this is the next thing that I'm working on, actually, is just getting the honor to get honor gems. Because now that I opened up a ridiculous amount of gold crates, I have 500 superior lunar glows. And I bought a bunch with gold as well, too. So just kind of stocking up over time. So now I just need the honor to go and actually take these all up. And I'm waiting for tier 6 plus, or tier 1 plus 6 gems, right? So that I can get my gems up to the same as tier 3, but using honor instead. I don't plan on, like, changing builds. I don't plan on, like, selling my account or anything like that. So not having tradable gems is perfectly fine. And when they eventually most likely come out with tier 6 or tier 4 gems that are craftable, I mean, yeah, I won't have those, right? But I also don't have to worry about literally having to unsocket all my gems, upgrade them, and then resocket them. So I'm kind of happy about that. But I'm not, like, trying to, like, min-max everything either, because in the end game it doesn't matter too much. You know, I can have 10% less stats right now and it's fine, right? Because, like, if I don't have that much toughness, it's okay, because it curves off anyways in terms of how effective it is. Resilience would be nice, but it also will eventually curve off too, because there's a patch in Korea that makes resilience also curve off. And so, you know, it's perfectly fine. Like, I'm happy with my build. Again, my build right now, I can compete with people who have 18,000 gear score and kill them, and it's not a big deal, right? So I'm already where I need to be. Any upgrades I do right now are pretty much just cosmetic, so that when somebody looks at my gear, oh, look at you with your tier 3 gems, nice. It's literally cosmetic, because I don't need those. Like, I don't need that stuff, right? I'm already able, with my current stuff, capable to compete against anybody. So anything right now additional, like any eternal item that I get, is just cosmetic. Like, it's not gonna help me too much more. A little bit, sure, but 4% more damage on my weapon? Okay. You know, ooh. An extra gem slot for 100 more defense penetration? 200 maybe? Okay. But it's up to you. Like, some people don't want to go for the honor route, so they'll do the gold route in crafting for the gems, which is fine too, you know? I'm not going to go and unsocket all this stuff just to put in tier 3 gems. You know, I'm just going to keep upgrading these. That was a choice that I made on day 1 because I knew that was a route I was going to take long term. But there's nothing wrong with going crafted at all. It's just you know, choice. It's just like choosing between library gear and Haram gear. There's not really a wrong choice. It's just a different gameplay style. It's a different progression style. You know. That's right, Cody. Billy Cooler, close to 300 gold crates on C? You are not close to 300 gold crates after a month on C. There's no way. How do you get gold crates on C then? Is there some additional way? Oh, I am slowed. Daily world boss raids. You know what so, I'm gonna give away a little bit of a secret, right? But only because I'm not doing it myself. So, why don't people farm mammoth and treants? Why are they not constantly on farm? Like, literally, they spawn every 5 minutes. They have probably the same chance to give a gold crate as a world boss. So why are they not always on farm? Like, am I missing something? I know you guys don't have them on C, yeah, that's right. But I mean, like, just on regular servers. Maybe they are on farm. Maybe it's just a win thing. I don't know. Codebreaker, you play long term with library gear and tier 3 gems. Yeah, that's fine. It's just a route you want to take. There's nothing wrong with either one. I just decided on honor gems because I knew that I was gonna have an excess of honor. Right now on my legacy character, I have like 200,000 honor, and I just like I don't know what to do with it because after you get all the gems and stuff, you just have too much honor. And yes, I do need more serendipity stones, sure. But I knew that in the end game I was going to have too much honor anyways. So I played in a way where I knew I was going to have too much. So I may as well just use the honor right now on progression, which is fine. And just get these things over time, you know. Legacy, you got 1 million? Oh my god. Yeah, I knew how endgame is for it. So I was like, alright, fine. We'll just... Like, there's not really any other purposes for honor. So... I'll just use it for my gear. It's okay. Cody, I'm gonna keep yelling. Why am I not even using a food or anything? Wait, what is my frame rate right now? 50? 60? Why is my frame rate better today than ever before? That's so weird. Okay. I guess I'll take it. I mean, obviously. I just wasn't expecting that. Cody's an FPS boost. I literally am using my camera now, and I have more FPS than I would normally. Yeah, alright. Cody's the FPS boost. We'll go with it. Codebreaker, maybe you're going to go use on your melee set. Your main is Archer. Ah, if you're going for 2 sets, yeah. You could do one that's like... I know some people mix honor gems with crafted. So like their weapons they'll do crafted, and maybe their armor they'll do honor. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's just a personal choice for all this stuff. There's no right or wrong answer. End game, again, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be able to compete no problem. Like, I don't go for tanks, right? Like, I'm not, in PvP, I'm not killing tanks. That's not what I should be doing, right? I should be going around the tanks and doing something else. Hey, all my boars are level 55. Nice. We're finished with them. I got my Gilda stars. Alright, let me put the boar away. And I think the next one I need to work on is... Oh, I'm done! I'm actually done. I just need the... I need the Coalmane Snowline, because when I upgraded mine, it wasn't 55 yet. So I need to get another Coalmane Snowline. But I think otherwise... Oh, unless I didn't do the horses yet. Maybe the horses still. Let's see. Yep, okay. Never mind. I gotta get my horses done. Alright, Cody, what are you up to? You eating my headset? That's what you're thinking? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Do a bit of both. Alright, let's level up these horses. No! Oh, and he's dead. Damn it, I couldn't keep him crowd controlled long enough. Cody, what are you doing? Stop it. Little baby bird. Just causing issues. Look at you. Look at this thing. Look at him. Causing issues. Being a nuisance. I know. That's right. Well, now you're eating the cables, of course. Yep. No, he's going back up there. What are you? Why are you so impressed by this headset? So impressed. And now he's just licking me. This is what he does. Look at him. This is how hard he tries to lick me. God, I gotta lick him. Stretches out so much. Alright. Freaking birds, man. It's crazy. Okay. No! Alright, nearly done here. I'm just trying to get rank 2, but I'm a little bit distracted constantly, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. Really, again, I'm just here to answer questions anyways. So yeah, 300 gold crates. Yeah, seriously, like, that's a ridiculous amount. But, you know, I've heard rumors that like, you know how gold crates say that the more you open, the higher your RNG chance? I've heard that all that is just after 10. At least that was like a post on Reddit. It's all anecdotal, right? But after 10, you're able to get like mana storm crystals and other stuff, right? You've heard 60 plus? Alright. Yeah, it's all anecdotal. Nobody really knows. But I don't think it's an incremental increase. I think it's just a... at some point you're able to access other tiers of stuff, right? So opening them in bulk makes more sense. Now, I think the reason why I think it's actually 10 plus is because I've been able to get Mana Storm crystals on like my 12th open. So I kind of get that. But who knows, maybe 60 plus is another tier of stuff, so that after 60 you can get Luna Gems or something. That could be the case too, right? Which, in my experience, could actually be true. I could see that. Yeah, I don't think I got a Luna Gem before like 60 in my last opening. I don't know if I would have noticed either, so it's kind of hard to tell. But definitely open them in bulk, for sure. This fucking bird. Again, if there's any lurkers in chat, anything you guys want to like know more about, if you guys have any questions about things, please feel free to ask. I'm mostly here to help answer questions about Arcade, considering how ridiculously complicated this game can be. So I'm leaving myself open to you guys, the community. If there's things you want to learn more about, if you guys have questions about mechanics or things that I had written up on Reddit or my YouTube videos or whatever, please go ahead and ask. If there's like some theory crafting you want to do, or you want to learn more about a proficiency or whatever, this is a really good place to ask those questions. Same as on Choco's stream, because he's pretty open with answering those things as well. And I know a lot of you folks are from Choco's stream, since he did a good raid, so that was really nice. Appreciate it. Yeah, also here for you guys. There's a lot of drama in the West because of the world boss raids. Really? Why? Because people aren't bringing everybody to them? It's kind of hard though, because on the C server, if like the Chinese guilds are doing it, how are they gonna bring other people to it, you know? they can't really tell other guilds, hey, we're doing this thing. They're mad that a hero is doing them. What does that mean? They're supposed to be, right? Heroes need the world boss credit every month. Is that not... Maybe I'm missing something there. They said they only do PvE and no PvP? What? With a hero? So it's like, is it a specific person that they're kind of mad about? Is that why? Oh, I see. Okay. No! No! Damn it. Wait, I think we're okay, actually. Nope, he's immune. Oh my god. What is... Okay, let's just kill these two. Whatever. Is he immune? Oh my god, I hate this. Come over here. Thank you. No, back here. Thank you. Jeez. So jumpy. Why do you have to be so jumpy? Why can't you just stay in one spot? Okay. Alright, we'll need a few more kills. This person got Aaron or Hero today. The chat was fun. Oh boy. And they are a PvE hero. I mean, there's people voting for them, right? So they must have a following. But, you know, that's just how that works. Wait, do you guys have the... How do you guys have your hero voting system? Can you pick 6 people yet? Or is it all just still one person in C? They host lots of world boss and reset raids? Ah, that's why. Yeah, you vote one person? Yeah, okay. So you don't have that system yet. Okay. That should change things a bit. So, in a later patch, which again is unfortunate C doesn't have it already, in a later patch you actually get a checkbox for up to 16 people instead of the top 10, it's the top 16. And you can checkbox up to 6 people that you want to vote for. You can vote for 1, you can vote for 6, whatever. But, you know, you can pick up to 6 people individually, so it's kind of nice. It does have the potential to monopolize a, you know, one group having all 6 spots, technically. But, at the same time, if the server is generally balanced pretty well, it works out very nicely. You know, there's positives and negatives to every system, but I like the fact that you can vote for up to 6, because at least that way, you know, higher chance of a lot of other people getting it too. Instead of just like one person always getting Aaron or Hero or something. No, I didn't do what I wanted to do. Damn. Man, I'm surprised I've been able to do this no problem. Maybe whatever they changed in like the recent patch with making the garden less glitchable, which I think it's still extremely glitchable from what I understand. But I believe last patch they made it so that like they changed the map a little bit. Maybe they optimized it so that it's not as laggy or something. Because like I haven't had any issues yet with my character flying off the side of the screen, which is really abnormal. That's not right. Like, it would happen so commonly when I was streaming before. Right now, it's almost as if I'm not streaming. I am streaming, right? Because, like, how the hell is my frame rate so good compared to normal? It's so weird. Codebreaker, there's a hero on West Stena server that got the hero thing and got their gems by... Oh, they got their gems and they bounce? Yeah, that tends to be the case, too, when people are just looking for the gems, right? And their guilds vote them in because they want this person to be a tank or something, right? Or because it's their guild leader or something. It happens. Absolutely. It totally happens all the time. You do have variety from different guilds. That's good. When you guys get the 6 voting thing, it'll be interesting to see how that changes, or if it changes at all. I'm actually done. Whatever. Teleport! Oh my god. Spooky. Alright, come here, Wiggles. Oh, he's disappeared, okay. Done. I don't care anything else. Rank 2 is fine. I'll just get it over time. I'm not rushing anything. No point in me rushing this stuff. It's just extra stress that I don't need. Apparently have a rich guild leader in your main guild. Ah. And you can pay to win on C pretty well, apparently, so... Yeah. Step up. No? They're hosting a... What? They're hosting a tournament? That's amazing. Why don't we have that happen on our servers anymore? Why are people not hosting tournaments? Jeez. That's awesome. I wish people did that. We gotta bring back the old days of doing arena duels and stuff. Like, literally, people go to the arena near 2 crowns, or in 2 crowns, and actually, like, do 1v1s and bet on people and stuff. I like that. It was a really fun thing that happened back in, like, the Enla days. Guild versus Guild 20 versus 20 tournament. That is awesome, actually. I wonder if doing that on our server would count as RMT. Probably not, right? I think anybody would support a tournament like that, honestly. They'll trade credits, basically. Ah, I see. Oh, I did this already. Not money directly. I see. Okay, that's cool. Man, I wish more things like that happen, because this game really is open to a sandbox. Like, all the sandbox elements are here. People could do that. Someone in Tyrios, or some people in Tyrios, are hosting 2v2, 5v5, price is gold. Wow. That's really good. I'm glad that Tyrios is having good luck with all that, and things are a bit more fun and balanced there. That's very good. Hopefully it stays that way, but merges or transfers are gonna happen, I'm sure. There's really no way to stop that. You need, like, an entire community of people to, like, yell. Because the reason merges and transfers are happening, like we talked about earlier, and I don't want to get too much into it again, but because we already had this conversation, but the reason it's happening is because people are begging for them, right? The community wants those things, unfortunately. So it's gonna happen. So unless people are yelling about it the opposite direction. Hello. Hi, Yux. I see you have a rug up here. If anybody wants 15 gold to make a rug, there's a crafting request on the board right now on Win. This is gonna go to Yux, also known as WoW. Just saying. Yux wants... WoW wants their rug. Anything else here? Ooh. Basic storage chat. Wait. It's only 15 labor? Why do they even put it up here? It's 10k handicrafts. I guess, I mean, if they really don't have it, but I'm not gonna do that. I want more gold. I want more than 1 gold for that. I'm gonna put Cody back, though. And then I'll do some arenas. And I actually have to eat my food, which I haven't done yet. I can't, though. I have a bird on me. Alright, nothing interesting at the community center. Alright. Cody, do you know that you're going back? Is that why now you're hiding in my shoulder? Yeah. Step up. Step up. Come here. No? You just want to be a cuddly bird? Is that what you want to be? Alright. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go put Cody back. I'm gonna eat a little bit. I mean, I'll just be here for that, but like, and then I want to do arenas after, or while I'm eating. All right? Does it sound good? Cool. I'll be right back in a couple minutes, everybody. Alrighty, we're back. Let's do some arenas. Here we go. Arena time. Cam's off. I'm gonna eat food as well between the arenas. Cody, you can probably hear him in the background. He's back in his cage. Let's do a little bit of Sparring Arena. See what we can get. We'll try Gladiators too, but unfortunately most people in Gladiator Arena are massive counter to me, so haven't been having too much luck there. With the changes coming in a couple weeks, with the Swiftblade stuff, it's gonna be ridiculous. I mean, Swiftblade is just so powerful in this next patch, which I assume we're gonna be getting in 2 weeks. I'm assuming the Swiftblade stuff is coming with that. It only makes sense. Japan got that too, so most likely we will. But it's like... It becomes a little ridiculous with how many combos there are, especially with Witchcraft, with the ability to keep silence, like to extend silence durations, to extend shackle durations, to cause shackle. There's a lot of things coming with this next patch, so... I mean, I'm excited for it because it buffs my character, but I'm a little worried that it's going to be ridiculously OP. And then, you know, everybody's just going to start going Swiftblade for everything. I do hope that archers start going Swiftblade a little bit more, because I feel like there's a lot of utilization there that people don't think about. But, like, the fact you can get more movement speed from Swiftblade, the fact you can get more defense penetration, there's a lot of usefulness there. And I hope that there's a lot more archers starting to explore that. Alright, Sparring Arena, first one. Fnatic, but very low ancestral level, so... Fnatic's still really good. If they go plate against me and a shield, this could be a really long fight regardless. So I have to take it seriously regardless of anything. That's the reason tier 3. Maybe if you choose to become a melee again, you can switch easily to the gem, right? Yes, you can, but there's a gold cost and labor cost associated with it, right? But yes, you can absolutely. That's kind of the big deal with it. Wait.
First blood.
What? What? They didn't pick their armor. Hold on. Unless they're trying to lose. Alright, I think they're just trying to lose. This isn't Gladiator Arena. They didn't pick their buffs. Whoa, what are they doing? What the heck was that? They didn't pick their buffs. They didn't pick their, like, weapons and stuff. I don't understand. Alright, I don't know. You heard Rip Mages soon? I heard about some stuff about that, too. There does seem to be a lot of changes that directly affect mage gameplay. I do think there needs to be a little bit more balance there. Like, I like what they're doing with archery soon. But mages focus so much on, like, animation canceling, right? And they're kind of, from what I understand, they're really tackling down animation canceling so that it's not as easy. But I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's true. There's just rumors that I heard. I have not seen the patch notes myself, so if you guys have, let me know. But I mean, mages are pretty powerful right now, right? Because their attacks cannot be evaded and parried and blocked. So they're able to do whatever they want. The only thing you can do is accuracy reduction, which I do enjoy doing against mages, for sure. If I fight the same person again, I don't want to fight the same person again. Casting game? No, I like the instant game, though. I actually, because they're putting cast time reduction on stats, if anything, it'll become less of a casting game. Yeah, it's the same person. Okay, I'm gonna try Gladiator Arena, then. We'll just lose 5 times in Gladiator Arena, because I don't want to keep fighting the same person. Especially if they're just trying to lose. But yeah, so, like, one of the big things they're changing later is stats are very, very different, right? So they're removing parry and evasion from all of this. No more parry and evasion from this. That's a big deal, right? That's number one. Number two is strength and agility. Okay, they didn't choose stats again. Strength and agility will get focus, while strength and agility get focus, like extra focus actually, while intelligence and spirit are gonna get cast time reduction. So yeah, if anything, they're gonna be making the gameplay faster, which is nice actually. But at the same time, you know, if they're changing animation canceling or something else, then there's really a potential to, you know, force people to have to... I don't know, it'll change up the gameplay. I don't really have any comments on it because I don't know what the truth is there. I don't want to make comments on stuff that I'm not, not sure of yet. We'll see. We'll see how things change. I kind of wish people played more cast mages in general, but I don't know. Playing the game quicker is actually, it feels more fun, right? So I can see why they would value making people have more fun than purely making things about casting. Alright, Gladiator Arena. We'll lose once in here very quickly, and then maybe we'll go back to sparring. Unless people are doing free-for-all. But free-for-all tends to be people teaming up, which I don't really care too much about. Like, even if I get 12th place, 20 Kyrios badges is fine. Like, I'm not trying to win or lose here. I'm just trying to get some Kyrios badges and entertain the stream. But I guess it's hard to tell whether or not people are doing this. Alright. We'll poke it every now and then and see if there's an instant free-for-all queue. And still, you know, while I'm doing this, if you guys have any questions about arcade stuff, please feel free to ask. Again, any lurkers in chat, if you guys are trying to learn something more about arcade, or you have a question about things, or you want to theorycraft a build, this is a really good place to do that. So, you know, feel free to ask your questions. Don't feel like anything is a noob question or anything, because this game is really, really complicated, so it's better to ask stuff than to not ask at all. And honestly, the game is built on people making and setting goals for themselves. So a lot of the times people say, what do you do in arcade? It's hard to say because you have to come up with your own goals. It's not just get gear, kill people, right? There's mounts you can get, there's gliders you can get, different types of housing and getting spots next to each other, vehicles, upgrading vehicles and boats, upgrading pet armor, you know, the cosmetics as well. There's tons of stuff. You kind of have to come up with it yourself, and it's a big problem that I see where people don't know what to do, but it's because there's so much to do. It's hard to tell. So, like, you know, I constantly recommend it, but make sure to, like, give yourself some kind of, like, a to-do list or something in order to actually give yourself, you know, like a task list of stuff you're trying to accomplish. You know, for example, recently I accomplished getting a rampage car with diligence coins. That was something I marked off of that list, right? And it feels better to do that, to be able to mark it off a list. So just some ideas, at least. Quark, as an archer, how much crit damage and defense penetration should you aim for? It's kind of hard to say, because exact values don't really tell you too much. I can be like, oh, try to aim for, you know, 100% crit rate and 300% crit damage and 8,000 defense pen, right? I could tell you those numbers, but they don't mean anything, because that's not the answer. The answer is really, you need to find your build and continue increasing your build constantly until you are able to accomplish your goals, okay? As an archer, you want to kill people who are squishy. You want to go for people who probably don't have a shield or are cloth, right? So in combat, you are targeting people who are squishy. And if you're not able to kill those people, you should try to address that problem, right? You maybe need more crit damage. Or if you're going a defense pen build, you maybe need more defense pen, right? So there's ways to play around with those numbers and test things out. For example, if you want to test yourself with more defense pen, find a buddy, have them stand here, use why is it escaping my memory? Use Deadeye, and maybe even go Swiftblade and apply some Instinct stacks so that you have 6,000 defense pen, and see in the combat log, so you set up a combat log for yourself, see how much damage you're doing to them, how much defense you're penetrating to. Is it worth it? Or should you go a full focus on crit damage, right? You'll start to be able to test these things yourself. And then if you're able to kill people more reliably, then you start knowing, yes, you're doing what you should be doing. Yes, you're able to go the route you need to in order to help accomplish your goals of killing people or killing PvE mobs or whatever more reliably, right? But in exact percentage, exact things, it's hard to tell you because, like, you know, like with my build, for example, I'm a full melee defense penetration build. I've got 8,300 base. Somebody can say you need 10,000, but the truth is I'm able to kill everybody in the game right now. So I don't need any more, right? It's not something that I aimed for. It's just I continue increasing it until I get to the point where I don't have any trouble doing what I need to do, right? Does that make sense a little bit? So like, because if I told you right now, oh yes, you need 200% crit damage, right? If I told you that, and then you got there, it still might not be enough, and so you'd feel like my advice was bad, and you're not even sure what to do at that point. But the truth is, you just gotta keep pushing it. You gotta keep pushing this stuff more and more, until you get to the point where you're like, yeah, you know what, now I am actually able to do what I want to do. And you feel good about it too, right? Keep in mind also, and this doesn't necessarily apply the same to archers, but keep in mind that mixing a crit damage build and a defense penetration build kind of makes both a little worse. To give you an example, defense penetration actually scales. The more you have, the less defense scales. The more you have, the less actual value you get out of it. So for example, right now at 11,000 physical defense, hey Pulks, at 11,000 physical defense, you have about 60%, right? But if I remove 3,000 for myself, I still have 52. I removed like 25% of my physical defense, and I actually still only lost 8% of my defense value, right? For this reason, a defense penetration build is all or nothing, really. If you can penetrate fully through their defenses, 12,000, you can do the 60% extra damage, which is awesome. But if you have a 3,000 defense penetration and like a meager crit damage, you're really only giving yourself an 8% damage boost against somebody of my caliber, right? It's not that great. So focusing fully on crit damage or focusing fully on defense penetration is a really good strategy because you're able to maximize your efficiency. Crit is the same thing. If somebody has a really high resilience, your crit damage and crit rate are, like, those calculations on an individual attack are actually lowered for those attacks. So you actually have less crit damage, and you have less crit rate. And crit damage actually goes down to a minimum of 50%. So you can, at the very minimal, do 50% more crit damage. Resilience won't help you there. I go defense penetration build because I don't want people's resilience really having that much effect on me. And I'd rather go for the targets I need to. So while my crit rate does go down, and defense penetration builds do really care about critting because you still want the 50% damage boost, that's minimum. But you want that 50% damage boost on top of the fully penetrating somebody's defenses, right? So I know this is a lot of words and it might be a little bit confusing, and I'm sorry if that's the case. I hope that this kind of helps clarify some ideas and brainstorming for your builds. As an archer, you actually do just kind of get both with whatever you do. In fact, archers can even go and spec into Swiftblade and get some additional defense penetration bonus from just applying stacks of instinct to people, which is kind of nice. In fact, it's actually very easy. If you apply instinct to somebody, anybody that hits that target gives you a stack of the instinct adrenaline rush. And adrenaline rush is really good for anyone because it gives up to 3,000 defense penetration and up to 20% movement speed. Oh, sorry, 30% movement speed. So it's really good, especially for an archer. There's some value in going Swiftblade in an archer build now because of these kind of things. Especially if you're a defense penetration archer, you know? But I think most archers tend to go crit damage, crit rate first on top of everything else. And then maybe they'll get a little bit more from defense penetration later on to do like 2 or 3% more damage, so it's not crazy, you know? They'll get it from like Deadeye and stuff, but it's not like a super crazy thing. You know, as an archer, honestly, you want damage, you gotta stand on top of things. Like, honestly, like, we only found this out recently, and I made it very public in a Reddit post, but like, if you stand on top of something and you shoot down, you get a massive damage bonus for this. Like, from here to down there is probably about 20%, 15 maybe. And that's not nothing, you know? Shooting down at things, shooting at things that are at a lower height than you, gives you a pretty good damage bonus. In fact, the damage bonus we found out is linear. And if you want more information about that, you can go check out my Reddit profile. And I should have some stuff pinned up there, or recent posts or something that talk about, you know, the height damage bonus and some other things too. Codebreaker, you don't like too much buttons to press? Oh, I see. I mean, yeah, a lot of builds have too much buttons to press. I mean, you could see my hotkeys down here. Everything is a one-button press. I've got tons... Okay, this is not getting... Let's try sparring. Like, pretty much everything I have is a one-button press. Even tab I use as an actual key, this one. And I use it as an ability. Because my tab targeting, actually, is my scroll wheel. So, just scrolling through is enemies. Control plus scroll wheel is allies. And shift plus scroll wheel is zooming. And I played like this for years, actually. And I like this style because it frees up tabs so that I can use it for an ability. I've also moved all of my UI is here. Well, obviously that doesn't mean anything to you, but is actually on my numpad. All of my UI is on my numpad. So that means all of the buttons on the left side of my keyboard I can use for abilities, right? I like C, I don't have as my character stuff, I have it as an actual ability that I can push. Oh, Codebreaker, you've got an MMO mouse? Yeah, those help a lot as well, too, with just making sure you can get and push the buttons you need. Personally, I don't really like MMO mouses too much. It's a little bit too many buttons, and, like, your thumb can only move so fast. So having multiple fingers on the left side of my keyboard is a lot nicer for me personally, right? That's my personal choice. Do I have 50k leatherworking? No, I don't think so. I have 10k. Sorry, WoW. And so, like, actually, my mouse is a G502, and it's got some buttons on it, but I actually use all of my... buttons on my mouse for my mounts, actually. For my mounts and Defiance. Like, all of my mounts abilities is on my mouse, actually. Mounts and pets as well, too. Gerlund Ground. Oh my gosh, it's very hard to read your name, it's in Leet. Does Unchained still have a healthy pop? Was thinking about giving it a go. Yes. And I really do want to stress that it's actually pretty good on most servers. There's a lot of servers that are more competitive and more active, for sure. Especially with the Fresh Start server right now. There's the Stennis server for NA and the Krasian server for EU. And so those are actually more recent. You can actually pop in there and, you know, probably catch up with people who have a little bit less gear at this current time, right? But yeah, generally all the servers are not too bad. There's some you might want to avoid because they're very, empty for the most part, but like Win is really good. Tyrannos, I'd say, is the best one for a healthy pop with a really good balance at the moment. So Tyrannos is really fun for that. But even Stennis server might be pretty good as the new Fresh Start servers are. By the way, for anybody that has not bought Arcade Unchained yet, they're currently doing a big referral thing. So if you actually get a reference, like a referral code from a friend, you actually get some free stuff. You have to activate the referral code and then buy the game. And then you get a whole bunch of cosmetic things for free. If you don't have a friend, or you don't have anybody else, you can use my referral code. I have it down below at the bottom of the screen. And so you'd be giving me some more things too, which is nice. But again, you also get a bunch of cosmetic things for yourself too. So there's a little bit of instructions down below at the bottom of the Twitch page for my referral code. And then make sure to buy Arcade Unchained after you use the referral code, okay? After it's applied to your account. And then that way you get a bunch of bonus things. So it's just something to think about if you are, just getting into it or you want to buy Arcade. They are still doing this, I believe, through August 17th. So you may as well get some free stuff out of it, right? Actually, it sucks that they are ending it on August 17th. Like, they should have a referral system on 24/7 all the time. Maybe they're just testing it right now, and maybe they'll do something more permanent later. But it's a little weird that, to me, it's a little weird that they're ending this, right? There's some kind of an end date to the referral program. So I hope they bring it back in maybe a more permanent setting. You have a 502, use it for buffs and stuff? Yeah, I use it for... That's a good point. I do use it for my potions as well. So that's fair. Yeah, I like the 502. This is my second one that I bought. My first one got really nasty and dirty, and I didn't want to I didn't want to clean, I got lazy. But because it's kind of a cheaper mouse, I actually really enjoy it. I had no problem just getting another one. I think that one lasted 3 years, which was pretty good. Man, we're really not getting any arenas, huh? Free-for-all? DLC is on sale too? Oh yeah, that's right. That's true. If anybody is looking into the Garden DLC, especially since the new content in a couple weeks also requires the DLC, the same one, you'll be able to get into the new dungeon and such. It is on sale, yeah. I don't know what the sale is, but I know it's cheaper at the moment, so you can get into the garden for cheaper. But keep in mind, you know, the garden is kind of endgame content, so if you're not there yet anyways, you could always hold off and wait for another sale later on. It's not too bad. It's kind of up to you if you're able to afford it or not. And we're not getting any arenas. Maybe I thought maybe like Kadum or Red Dragon was happening. What is happening? I think. Oh, Golden Plains battle. Ah, that's why. Okay, I don't want to enter that because like my frame rate is terrible inside of there for some reason. So I will. I'll hold off on doing that for now. Oh, hello. We'll do a quick abyssal. Why not? Wait, 3 bosses. I got kicked. Alright, that's fine. Probably just bringing in somebody else that they need. I don't want to do Hereafter Rebellion today. I'll just do it some other time. Like, I enjoy it, but like, I don't want to do it right now, you know? I get to choose whenever I want to do it, because it's my choice. I get to play the game how I want. It's great. Alrighty. Well, we'll try to keep getting arenas, I guess. And again, it's still a really good time right now for any questions. So if you guys, if you're trying to learn more about the game, if you guys are, you know, if you want to theorycraft a build, if you want to learn more about a proficiency or mechanics or something, please feel free to ask those questions. Again, you know, I say this a lot, but Arcade is really complicated. So honestly, asking questions is really, really important, okay? People make mistakes in this game all the time, and, you know, you learn from those mistakes, and that's fine, but it's also nicer to already just know these things ahead of time. For example, today even I made a mistake. I played this game for like 6 years, but it's so easy to make mistakes. You know, today I made a, what is this called? I made this. I made the Ruby Solarium, but I made it on my alt, right? Because I wanted to transfer it over to my main. But it turns out you actually can't sell the structure. So I built it, but unfortunately I'm going to have to do it anyways again on my main. So it's a really cool building. I actually do want one. Hopefully I can get enough diligence in time to rebuild the structure on my main. But it even says there in the middle, caution, this design is not tradable, and the completed structure can't be sold. So I just missed that. You know, it's very easy to miss these sort of things, you know, just because they're like hidden inside of all the words that are here. It's very easy. So it's super easy to make mistakes in this game. Don't feel bad if you do. But asking questions, running things by people, you start to be able to do things with a little bit higher chance that you'll make less of a mistake, right? So, you know, again, this stream is a really good place to do that. If you guys have questions or you're trying to learn more about something, please ask. You know, even if you're just trying to make sure you're doing something correctly. Like the questions earlier about crit damage and defense pen. It's a really good conversation to have, absolutely. You know, ask those questions, find things out, learn stuff. It's definitely worth it. And get my arena points here. Sean. Alright. Do I have... I gotta put all this stuff away. Man, I need so many more Curious badges. I kind of want to, like... I want to collect all the mounts, but, like, I'm really not rushing it whatsoever. I don't really care that much. I don't know what else I'd use Curious badges for besides the titles, right? Which I'm also not really rushing or anything. I don't know. It's hard to get good arenas at the moment. And I don't want to farm my ult. I don't... it's stupid to me. It doesn't make... like, it's just dumb. I don't want to do that. So, like, I'd rather just have good arenas than, you know, a reliable route for Curious badges. I don't really care about that. I just want to have fun and enjoy the game and do stuff. So, I mean, the game is not at all based on the arenas. Like, You shouldn't judge this game based on the arenas whatsoever, because it's not designed for 1v1. You know, that's not how the game is meant to be played. But it's just a side thing to do that's kind of fun. And I still really recommend arenas if you're just trying to practice a new build, or you know, have new hotkeys that you need to practice. Going into the arenas, dueling against friends, and even just killing mobs are all really, really good ways to practice a new build, and to practice combos, and to try new things out. And the 1v1 arenas are still a really good way to do that, just because, you know, the pace of the battle is a little bit slower. You have more time to see what's going on. You can understand debuffs and buffs a little bit better, maybe time things, you know. So it's still fun for that reason. Even if you end up losing a lot, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Who cares, right? It's really more about your own benefit of learning your build better. Alright, well, while we're waiting, I'm going to eat a little bit of food. So, going on mute for just a bit. And again, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. Okay. Alrighty. I guess we'll just farm some stuff while we're waiting for arenas. Oh yeah, that's right. New Imari is purified. I can just go there. I don't know why I'm not there yet. Let's just port. I don't want to run over to the portal. I'll sacrifice a couple more hereafter stones. Alright. And then also... Oh, I used a bound one, okay. I need to level up my horse. We'll do that at the same time. I play mostly Cursebrand at the moment. I do switch between some other ones depending on the occasion, but I've played Executioner since the very beginning of my time. Like, since the release, essentially, of this game, I've played Executioner, which is Battle Rage Occultism and Shadowplay. And so ever since Swiftblade came out, I'm really, really happy to finally replace... I can actually finally replace Shadowplay, because I never really liked Shadowplay too much. With something that's a lot faster and more fun. So Cursebrand has been a natural sort of progression route for me, and really, really fun to play. Cursebrand being Battle Rage Occultism Swiftblade. And I do play it in a more raid versus raid aspect. I know it's an extremely powerful 1v1 class. I get that. But like the way that I design my build, the way that I play the game, it's all very raid versus raid. You know, it's meant to be all raid versus raid. Like, that's what I need to excel at personally, because I enjoy that the most. It just happens to also be good at 1v1, right? What was I gonna do? Horse. Right on. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for gameplay tips on other classes, I can definitely do my best. I've played the game for a very long time, so... you know, if you have questions about different gameplay styles, or you're trying to learn more about a specific thing, please, you know, feel free to ask. And if I can't give you an answer, we've got a lot of people in chat who really can help. Tons of different people in chat who are very knowledgeable about the game, who are awesome people. And, you know, we can still kind of help guide anybody in whatever direction you guys are trying to go. Played since launch up until Kessels. You're just returning. Ah. Well, welcome back. I don't know what server you play on, but hopefully you've been enjoying your time in Unchained. And also, hopefully you bought the game with a referral code, so you got the extra free cosmetic stuff that you can get. Or if you didn't buy the game yet, you should possibly think about doing that. Using someone's referral code, like mine below. Oh, you rolled on the new start? Okay, great. Awesome. Then that referral code thing probably isn't already, wasn't there back then, when I think the fresh start first came out. But good, I'm glad. Yeah, Swiftblade has been awesome. Like, it's honestly like... I never liked Shadowplay. I didn't like how... It's so dependent on cooldowns. It's so dependent on, like, burst damage. And I didn't like stealth. I didn't like the way that worked. I didn't like the gameplay style it offered. So to replace Shadowplay for me with Swiftblade was like an amazing fresh of breath air. Like, I love Swiftblade. In fact, recently I've put even more points into it. I don't even use Bell. I don't use Triple Slash. I'm awaiting the next patches that are going to make it even more powerful. Like, this gameplay has been awesome. So much fun. Especially with a dagger main hand, where everything is much faster. It's just... It's so good. Like, it's by far, it's my favorite style of gameplay so far. And, I mean, I'm still squishy, people will still kill me or whatever, right? That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I fully expect that. But, you know, I have more enjoyment from the game now, so that's the more important thing for me personally, right? But, Swiftblade is really hard. Like, it does require quite a bit of actual, like, practice and understanding combos and tons of trial and error, so... hopefully you've been, you know, been able to kind of get past that at least and starting to learn more about, like, more crazier combos and trying to practice those now. Swiftblade seems more satisfying than Shadowplay, yeah. I think so. That's personal opinion, right? Camera's weird with SB. Enough points for SB. Yeah, what were you talking about earlier? Really cool with SB. What do you mean by that? Oh, with Swiftblade. Ah. Yeah. Oh, that's why you made fun of me for not enough points in SB. Yeah, I know. 10. Not even 8 or 9. Fucking 10. I know. I know. It's crazy, right? I love it. I actually love it. I actually use Entangle really, really well. It's a new opener for me. I don't have to, like, open with Bell. I can open with Entangle into a Snare. Like, it's a really, really fun way to play. And Entangle even gets better later, because then, if a target is under 7 crows, and I use Entangle on them, they get stunned. This is pretty good. Which means I can Hell Spear people, right? Wait until it's almost over, or even extend the duration of Hell Spear, and then do Summon Crows for 60% accuracy reduction so they can do some things, and then follow off with a stun. So, it's so funny. Like, I'm really excited about that. But you're right, the camera does get kind of crazy. So that's kind of part of the practice that it requires, is understanding how things work, you know? It's not easy. Like, there's tons and tons of practice involved here. Thanks for the follows, everybody. I don't stream at any kind of regular stream time. I don't have a schedule. I do this on my off time for fun, you know, just to help out the community and just to chill with you guys. So again, if you like the content, I kind of know, you know, I let people know when I'm streaming on, like, Twitter and on my Discord and just otherwise randomly. But, you know, following at least that way, you'll know when I'm live while you're already on Twitch. So at least there's that, right? But I don't do this for, like, any kind of a profit thing. I'm not trying to, like, make this into a job or anything. I'm doing this specifically because I enjoy it and it makes me happy. So hopefully you guys are at least enjoying the content for that reason. Do you know how the CC Guild quests affect the zone's state? Yes, I do. Oh shit. Wait, have these been up the entire time? No, 15 minutes. Oh. Do we know any numbers, like how many times it takes? So numbers, no, we don't really know. Actually, that's not true, is it? I think the numbers were actually revealed at some point, but it was a long time ago. They're probably in our own patch notes, but just from like a year ago or something, or two. You may have to do a little bit of scrounging there. I will tell you what I remember, okay? So, all of the quests in a specific zone, when they're completed, they do count for that zone, okay? And I know that doing quests and killing mobs are actually much better at generating war state than even killing players. So, you know, farming mobs is a really good way to do it, but completing quests is, like, really good, right? So, for example, GRCR, everybody goes and completes those quests, it usually gets to war pretty quickly, right? But because completing, I believe, any quest in that zone, including story quests, 100% including story quests, helps generate activity for the area, all of that stuff should count, including the community center. You've pushed zones from 1 to 3? Oh my gosh, in 3 minutes? Because of those quests? Jeez. Which ones, though? The story quests, or which ones? I'm being invited to raid. Oh, they want to do Vyravas. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. It's easy. Okay. CC Guild quests. Oh, I see. You were just curious about the numbers, right? Is that why? Oh my god, I got a free-for-all arena. No, I can't, dude. I want to help people now. Why do you guys have to do this at the wrong times? You guys want to go for the full raid, pick them up and finish. Wow. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Quests in general help quite a bit, right? But, yeah, I guess I'm just not surprised. Oh? Oh. Alright. So we push 2 to 3 zones at a time. That's good. And that works really well, especially if you guys are just, you know, trying to make, like, a line for peace and stuff, right? Although, of course, heroes can always change that. So, it's still something to keep in mind, but it's pretty nice. So can you guys push Cinder, like, one after another and just keep doing the war quest? Or is that... Actually, is that war quest a daily? Or can you do it every time it goes into war, even during the same day? I never tried, honestly. I'm not too interested in that stuff. Alright, we have like 10 minutes, guys. Gotta hurry up. You don't have that? Oh, true. You think multiple times. Yeah, that's true. You guys don't even have that war thing. Okay. Got it. Oh! Black Pearl drop? I hope so. I want the money from it. To be honest, I've always, like, I have my machining up, so it really does make sense for me to go for a boat. For anybody that doesn't know, by the way, machining does help repairing on boats, but only for the owner of the boat. Like, the owner of the boat, if they have high machining, everybody repairing the boats will have a much higher repair amount. It's not if you individually yourself have it. Your repair bonus doesn't matter based on, you know, your own machining. It only matters based on the owners. So it does make sense for me to go and make a boat at some point. But I don't know, I just, like, I do like vehicle stuff, and in other games I like doing vehicle stuff more. So I should get a boat at some point and just, but I don't know, it's just not a priority at the moment. It really never has been for me. Alright, did we get anything? No. Ow. Well, at least he aggroed it. No! Wiggles! my god, Wiggles, you bastard. You almost killed us. Jesus. Alright, let's go. I'm surprised people actually came here, but I guess I shouldn't be. People do want these scrolls and stuff, right? So, I mean, I let people know in Nation chat this was happening. I guess almost immediately people came over, which is actually kind of cool. Ah! These look unsoloable. Yeah, they actually are ridiculously annoying. Especially because of this ability that trips you and just keeps pushing you back. You literally can't get out of it if you get stuck because it just keeps pushing you back. These don't disappear after they explode something. They just keep traveling. So it's fun, and also the boxes that he spawns, you get trapped inside them and somebody else has to take you out. Otherwise you die. It's kind of cool. I actually like this stuff. Ah! I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Oh, he's still spawning them though. Wiggles, no! There he goes. Wiggles is forever CC'd. He's fine. I'm dead. Oh my god. Who the heck is Vyravas in lore? I asked that question to myself a little while ago too. I was trying to figure that out. So I think it has something to do very similar to how the Serpentis works. Okay, that's why he's in Aurora specifically. So I can only make guesses because there's no real official data, and there's no like storyline or anything that says much about it. The most we have is the big Vyravas that you can summon, right? So by my understanding, it is something that has to do with the Abyssal. It's definitely not an Akash, but it may be something that is summoned by the Akash based on the dark magic that exists in Aurora. There's some kind of lore there, I believe. But that's about as much as we really know. But I was very curious about that too, because he is everywhere. It's true. Alright, I need a little bit more mana. Okay, good. And yeah, thanks everybody for the follows. I know that there's been quite a few of you, especially coming from Choco's stream. So appreciate that. Thanks everybody. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Okay, we're good. It didn't push me back far enough. Ah! Okay. It's hard as a melee, for sure. He's not doing his abilities very much. We're actually able to DPS him down quite quickly. Even faster than some raids that I've seen. So I guess we just have a lot of very powerful people here. Hey, gold crate. Nice. Oh, there was actually a Growling Yell fragment there. Which I did not get. Gracie would have gotten that, yep. Let me turn on use confirmation. So, I did math, alright? Oh shit. Crap. Okay. So I did math a little while ago. And I had asked myself, is it better to roll for... Is it actually better to roll for, like, you know, whatever it is, in the middle of all the rolls, of all the people's rolls, or at the start or at the end, right? To be the last person rolling, the first person rolling, or the middle person rolling. And I measured that with how many people are in the raid, right? Whether it's 50 or 100. I did all this stuff. I ran it like 100 million trials to try to figure out exactly what was the best. It's a really weird thing, isn't it? Like, in general, it shouldn't matter. In reality, it shouldn't matter. However, I found a 1% increase. Literally, a 1% benefit for rolling in the middle. So if you roll the middle, you have a higher chance, theoretically, right? Theoretically, what the numbers tend to show. Every time I ran the trial, I'd get very close to 1%. Every time I ran 100,000 or 100 million trials, I always got 1%, which is very strange. There's probably some additional math to it I don't know, but there's some merit I feel like rolling in the middle seems to be better. Now I have to go to Diamond Shores to do this. Now, 1% isn't crazy, and you always run into the fact that somebody could just roll 100 before you do. But my thought was, what if everybody rolls low? Then you have a higher chance to roll high later, right? So that's where that kind of sparked from, and it's kind of interesting, actually. So sometimes I do try to just, you know, turn on auto bid or off auto bid and do it myself. But what are you doing? Why are you jumping? Why is everybody jumping? Let's go to rally point. Yep. You tend to do that too. Yeah, I feel like because you could get the 100, right? If nobody else rolled 100, then you have a higher chance to roll 100, right? It's just like what's that game show called? Where you have to pick the boxes that are all numbered. And you know what's in each box, or you only know what's in each box after you pick them. Deal or no deal, okay? It's like deal or no deal. If you picked all the boxes, right, for deal or no deal, and you know there's $1 million left in one of them, you know there's, you know the average is going to be higher that you actually get it or whatever, right? Because all the boxes aren't there anymore, right? The low boxes are gone. So yeah, exactly. Rolled after the auto route. You roll after the auto looters. Yes, that's what I do. It's an interesting concept. It's actually, because of deal or no deal, and because of this game and the rolling and everything, it's gotten me to think a little bit about that. And I'm sure it's a little bit of like chaos theory involved, and it's just sort of a lot of different numbers and things, right, that I'm not even aware of. And I have a degree in computer science. I do tons and tons of math all the time, and this is something that really does escape me quite a bit, a true understanding of it. Never got to it too, but I think that math would be complex. I think it is, but like, there's more to it than I'm aware of, even myself. So it's kind of interesting. I like that kind of stuff. It's very cool. And after running all the simulations, it's like, wow, there really is some merit, theoretically, to do that, to roll in the middle, or to try to roll in the middle, right? Yeah, somebody else might get 100 before you. But, you know, those people rolling, pretty much the way it works is, if you're the first person to roll, you have the same chance of getting 100 as a roll as 1, right? But if you're the second person to roll and that person rolled a 97, you now can't roll 97. So technically, you have a higher chance to roll 100. It's like 1.001 or something, right? But you also missed out on the first chance because that person might have rolled 100. So it's an interesting thing, and I'm sure there's a whole concept about this in probability and statistics. I don't know the name of it. If anybody does know, let me know, because it's really interesting to me, and I want to look it up and start to figure it out more. 98% of the time, you have a higher chance than the first person. Yep. Yeah, exactly. But that 99%, you have a higher chance, is still just 99%. Yeah, so it's really interesting. It's super unnecessary. But I like to do it because I like these kind of things, you know? I'm glad you do too, Billy. Cool, that's great. What server am I playing on? This is Win, and I play on West. So Win West, which recently has been doing really, really well, working together a bit more, and it's been very, very fun communicating with all the different guilds working together. Super fun. It's nice to see how the server sort of, the natural progression changes over time, and it's been a very exciting thing to be part of. It's so unnecessary though, yeah, this whole numbers thing, but like, whatever, it's fun, right? Why the hell wouldn't I do this? It's just silly and interesting. But I like that math. I like those sort of things. Oh, what is this? Oh no! I missed Kadum. Okay. That's okay. I'll try to get it after, but it probably won't happen. I want to do Kadum because of the honor for sure, 2000 honor, and then also because of the Evan Glow gems. I actually did go and upgrade one of my gems. So now instead of a 2% Impale and Stun, I have a 3%. Ooh. Which was actually just enough for Hellspear to now visually show 3.4 seconds. So before it was like 3.95 or something, I'm sure. Now it's actually 3.4 at least. Ah, that's pretty good. let's queue up to Kadum. Yeah, queue Kadum, yep. Somebody said it in chat as well. I believe it's also the reason why they don't have bigger raids, the 100 rolls. Ooh, that's a good point. They really can't, can they? Unless they increase the rolls to like 1,000. If they increase the rolls to 1,000, then would that change things? Not really, right? It wouldn't change anybody's chances. In fact, if anything, it reduces the merit to waiting until the middle or the end to roll, right? I think the roll system is used in many things behind the scenes. Oh, maybe. Yeah, it could be. I mean, we know that it has to do a little bit... It's a little bit tied in with the loot drop system, where anybody who has the ability to roll on something, even if it's like Loot Master or something, those people's loot drop calculations matter, right? So the average is taken from all of those people that could and are within range to actually loot the thing, even if Loot Master is on or whatever. Yeah, West is doing a lot better recently, with everybody just working together. It's been very good. And Win West, people in chat are saying the same thing, in-game and raid. But I want to do Kadum and get that out of the way. But it would be interesting, yeah, if they... It's a good point, yeah, they can't do... They definitely have a system ready for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 raids, but they don't have the loot system ready, right? So, that is true. Maybe someday it'll happen. By the way, I'm not turning in this quest yet, because I want to do it at the same time as the Blue Salt Bond board, because I like to use this 50% extra potion. And then, you know, just use one of these potions and turn everything in at once, especially before reset, where then I could use the Blue Salt Bond board again after reset and still get the 50% bonus because the buff is still running. Yeah, it's all just a theory. I think everything here is a theory, for sure. But it's really interesting. And yeah, whether or not rule system is used behind the scenes, yeah, I don't know. There's been a lot of word that the /roll command is actually like a separate Python script that runs. And you can actually edit it. And I don't know how true that is. I've heard some things about that. But it does make me feel like this rolling is not the same as the server rolling for all of your stuff, right? So it's two separate things completely. I don't know where that Python script would be. I guess just packaged somewhere, right? /roll had patterns, I think. Well, everything has patterns because of chaos theory, right? Because of the way the computers work and random generation with numbers and everything. So technically speaking, there's a lot going on behind the scenes we don't really have control over, but is there. But I see your point. Yeah, there might be like patterns with it as well. I think as a human, because humans are very good at noticing patterns. As a human, I do notice patterns with /roll, because I've done it for like hours and hours on end in the past. And I've been like, wow, that's so weird. And I've actually, like, I've taken an Excel sheet and made notes out of it and stuff. I'm just curious, you know, I'm always curious about how things work in the math behind the scenes, right? It's just me, I'm a curious person. You notice specific numbers coming up close to each other with roll. I don't know, it's like I've noticed patterns, like, where it'll go up and down certain degrees or amounts, or if you like land twice on the same number, the very next number usually becomes high. I've noticed it happening more often than not, right? But it's all RNG too. It could be true or not. It could be, who knows. The truth is, if it is a Python script, I can guarantee you that Python script just says, you know, literally just calls rand and gets us a number. Like, it's not going to be smart, honestly. Why would anybody overdevelop Python script within the game that runs, right? Who would overdevelop that? So it really is just, most likely, us being humans trying to find patterns in everything, which is amazing, which is really cool, that we, by nature, do this. And I enjoy that kind of thing, myself, regardless, you know, it's fun. Oh, there's Cody in the background again. Wait, are we really not going to get Kadum? Man, we skipped the first wave. Now, no, I mean, everybody's... Yeah, sure. We're all trying to get people to queue Kadum. Hopefully it actually happens. We'll see. But again, we're just kind of chilling at the moment. If you guys have any questions about Arcade, you want to learn more about mechanics, you have any questions about stuff that I put out, you want to theory craft a build, you're trying to figure something else out with like how you want to play or gameplay styles, please feel free to ask. This is a good stream to do that stuff in. This is why I stream, is to help answer those questions. So yeah, go ahead. Don't feel shy or anything. You know, the lurkers there who, you know, if you guys have any questions or you see something that's curious to you, go ahead and ask. I'm really open with answering things. I do a lot on Discord as well. People ask me questions. People I've never met before ask me questions all the time. So, you know, don't worry about that. You can bother me. It's all good. I enjoy that. It makes me happy. It makes me happy increasing the happiness that other people get from video games. That's like, it's a genuine happiness thing that I have. Oh, hey, it's WoW. Hello. You had a theory that the first synthesis of every character has a higher chance to proc. I remember when you upped your Aranor in Legacy, you passed around all your ults and you got lots of procs, like 8 out of 10. I mean, it could be, right? Who knows? Who knows how it was programmed? If somebody had said, you know what, do this thing. Make that happen in XL games. Who knows? We'll never know for sure. It could just be luck, right? I mean, how many ults did you have? 20 on Legacy? 50? 100? It's probably not true, right? You probably had 12, right? Okay, yeah. Probably had 12. So, my point is, it's a very low estimate, you know, that's a very low amount to find out the truth behind it, right? We need like 1,000 to know that for sure. You know, if we rolled that 1,000 times in ults, the first synthesis, and 1,000 ults, and 800 times it came up, all right, yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good, it's a pretty reasonable guess that something's going on there, right? But it's probably not the case. How do you quickly get 5 gold? You need 5 gold for basic arc pass. Wait, why are you doing basic arc pass? Don't do basic arc pass. You should be doing the regular arc pass right now, because like you can still get all that stuff done and it's much more valuable. Young Taco Tuesday. But if you really need 5 gold right now, oh my god, go look through your warehouse and see if you have any abyssal shards or abyssal crystals that you might not need, and you can probably just sell those or vendor them. You probably vendor a couple things, just don't vendor anything expensive or important, please. Okay, now, okay, this one I have to use Swiftblade Basic, or Wave, because otherwise I get pushed and pulled all over, even if I'm not streaming. I can't wait till the new Wave, though. Although I'm starting to get very used to the regular Blade Flurry. Wait, what did I say? I didn't say Blade Flurry, I said something else. Whatever. Anyways, Blade Flurry. I need to use this Blade Flurry. But I am actually starting to get used to this, the Blade Flurry that moves you around. Like, I actually don't mind the gameplay anymore because of it. But at first it, like, really sucked, but now I'm kind of like, that's alright. What pass should you be doing? You're super new. So the, let me give you a really rough rundown, because somebody else in chat might benefit too, okay? The Arc Pass is a designed tool that allows anybody to progress their character in a unique way that they choose, okay? This is mostly done through a currency known as Diligence Coins. And these Diligence Coins are specifically earned through completing missions, but more so they're earned through rewards of the various Arc Pass types. There are 3 different types for each season, seasons lasting about 3 or 4 months. And the types are Vocation, Combat, and Equipment. And all of them have just free rewards you can get for just completing the Arc Pass, right? So every week you can complete a certain amount every week. Every Sunday it resets, so you can do more missions. But those rewards that you get from those particular Arc Passes, Combat, Vocation, and Equipment, give you really good stuff at the end. Like, literally free gliders, free mounts, free pets, free costumes, tons and tons of, like, even free underwear and free, like, progression items and tools. Anybody has access to them. So looking into each of those Arc Passes, the Vocation, Equipment, and Combat ones, are really important. Specifically for the latest season. You can't go back and do earlier seasons, but you can do the current season. I don't have the Arc Pass available right now because I'm in an instance, so I can't really give you precise details. But in general, you should be able to see those in your UI. Now, the diligence coins themselves are very important too, and I can't show you the shop. But the diligence coins are also used as catch-up mechanics, because you can use them to actually get labor rechargers. So it's just another way to get more labor. As well as getting different pets, mounts, gliders, furniture, cosmetics, housing. You can actually use diligence coins however you want. It's up to you. For really, really cool items that are very, very useful in different situations. Combat, not combat, whatever. So the Arc Pass is really great. I really love it. It makes sense. It's just such a great tool that anybody can get for free. And there is a premium version for it. The basic Arc Pass is a premium version that gives Gilda stars. You can actually get the premium pass for that, just for in-game gold. But don't worry about that. The premium for the other Arc Passes, the regular normal ones that change each season, those ones cost actual money with credits. However, they only give cosmetics really. So if you're not interested in the cosmetics or anything, you don't really have to worry about it. Lines? He's not doing lines. I think he did a phase skip. What is everybody yelling about? Fishing definitely has patterns. I haven't done enough fishing to know. I mean, today I fished and I got like 20 fry fish in a row with the Mirage Isle event. So I really did not get very lucky today. So maybe there's some merit to it. But I haven't really noticed anything myself.
Out of view.
Okay, you changed the vocation, but you need to be 30 to do these, I think. You do, yes. You do have to be level 30 to actually get access to the Arc Pass stuff. So don't, so don't worry about that right now. But try to get to 30. You actually get there pretty quickly if you just do the storyline quests. And then you're all set, really. Alright, let me get I gotta use this sunlight juice because I want to maximize how much honor I get out of here. I was using tree vine. Yeah, glad I can help, though. Hopefully that helped somebody else lurking in chat, too. The small big reels have very high chances of being back-to-back. I've noticed that, yeah. That's true. It does feel true, anyways. That, there's a few, patterns with the way the fish moves, yeah. Ah! Oh my god. Almost died. Almost died to a bubble. Cody's yelling, making noises in the background. I don't know if you can hear him. It's being very cute. Oh, this doesn't actually do damage to him while he's using Puppet. It should go away. As you can see in the combat log, doing damage while he's using Puppet is all immune, so it doesn't actually work. And again, for those that don't know, you can make your own combat logs and edit them and customize them however you want. They're very, very useful to have. If you don't have a combat log set up, really, really suggest you do it. You'll start to understand the game a little bit better. You'll see what's actually going on. If you ever have to remove yourself from battle, just so that you can read the combat log, because, it goes by pretty quickly, right? Do it. If it means you get to learn the game a little bit more, you get to understand what happened, it's definitely very useful. Alright, let's go back in. How many fleet source code has answers to any of these? I mean, the only people that can give you that information is the Russians, right? Whatever Russian groups got the source code to make their own private servers, which, happened. But you're probably not going to get any answers like that out of them. But yeah, it would be nice to know how the server exactly works for these things. Isn't it in GitHub or something? Don't know. I've never heard anything of the sort. That would be crazy if GitHub hosted pirated code like that. I'm sure that that would be very quickly complained about and removed, considering GitHub is owned by Microsoft now. But it might be like on a different type of GitHub or something. I don't know. One of them you could host yourself. Wow. No, I don't know anything about that. I could try to look it up, I guess, but like that's crazy if that's the case. We should have all the answers in the universe, but we just don't. So it seems strange to me, right? Ah, lines. Okay, we're good. There's one. Oh my god. Is it true? Jeez. Wait, but everything is in... Wow, that's crazy. Wait, written in .NET Core. That sounds like somebody else wrote it themselves. Like from scratch. It's so strange. What? This is really weird. Let's see. Yeah, I'll look through this later. Oh, look at that. So many JSON files. Everything is JSON files. Oh. That seems strange to me. Wow, I gotta look at this then. Yeah, it's all C#. Yeah. C#, but they're inputting JSON files for different information. I'll have to look at where the actual code is itself. Most likely they're running very simple scripts that just take information, but I don't know how they're processing everything. I gotta find that out. Interesting though. You know they use JSON for the in-game events, they specify names and stuff. Yeah, but a lot of the... Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm sure this is all more straightforward than it is. I'll have to look into this. That's really interesting. Now, this is when? This was released when? Who knows, right? Like, this could be based off of code from 2015. For all we know, right? And I mean, that's just so out of date. But at least we can get general ideas, maybe, out of this, about how things work, right? Yeah, okay. So strange. Wow. I guess I shouldn't be surprised to see this. Yeah, I really shouldn't be surprised. I'm kind of curious now, though. I'll have to look at this later. Wait, he still has stacks of this? Water absorption? Wow. I have no idea who wrote it in .NET. Well, like, that's the weird part, right? It does feel like people rewrote it in .NET instead of it being like they just stole code and oh crap, they just stole code and just used it themselves or something, and made it public. It's very strange. Why is this person standing here? Don't stand there. It's a bad place to be. Okay, good. Okay. Ah. Oh my god, you flipped me. You flipped me off, you bastard. Oh boy. There's a lot of things happening at the same time here. Must be based on that leak code. No way they could reverse engineer it. Yeah, I really doubt anybody's going to be reverse engineering things like this. Not to this scale. Okay. Such bad luck. It's not bad luck. Well, it is, yeah. Those bubbles are really hard to get out of. They really are. If you don't have any teleports ready already, and you're not ready, like, literally the moment that you get it, you're gonna get hit by the bubble and die. Oh wait, Ashana's in here. And Wawa's in here. And my friends are here. And a bunch of people from Win, I guess, because everybody was yelling to try to get folks to queue up. Everybody's here. Oh, hold on, I gotta reset my chat here, locally. I'll still be able to read stuff because I see it on the screen. Chat. Chat. Okay, cool. All good. Alright, going back. Man, he still has 2 stacks of water absorption. Surprised this is taking this long, though. Normally this goes a little bit faster. Ah, okay. What is that? Maintains a list of free IDs? Maybe that's what you were looking at earlier? What? Oh my god. Tell me what it says. What is it? What are the secrets? It probably doesn't, to be honest, because I feel like the friend list is all local, whereas this is all the server, right? So I'm sure that it's not the same thing. Oh, you mean, yeah, it actually could be, right? Yeah. What am I saying? We're talking about player IDs. We're talking about literally when a character account was created, right? Yeah, that's cool. I wonder how it handles deleted characters, and something must invoke something from ID Manager. I want to look at that. Man. I don't think I'll have time today. Oh, I might actually. There's a method release ID. Yeah. Okay, that could be used somewhere. Wait, but if it releases an ID, does it make it obvious that it's that ID can be then reused by a new character? Because then that kind of does answer the question that we were thinking about. I think it was Kaleido or Agent from Win who had originally brought that up, that those IDs might just be being reused. Let some hard look around. It's very cool. I do love this stuff. I do enjoy like game development, and it's a very beautiful thing to me to see how these things kind of work. That's why I like doing all these mechanic things and understand. Oh my god, there's a fucking bomb right there. People. Wow, you did that? You bastard. Nobody died, so we're fine. Oh my god. Alright, lines. Pick it up. Throw it at him. Alright. Making green beans like popcorn. That's actually what's happening right now. Look at that giant tree. Oh wait, he's gonna go into frenzy soon. We kind of want to do as much damage as we can before then. I don't think we'll be able to. The frenzy gives him so much more defense. Yep, now we can use frenzy, I think. Yep. Oh no, he's using tree bind. Alright, go back. Do as much damage before he uses frenzy. god. Bubbles. Okay, I think we passed the bubble round. The first one. We still didn't use Frenzy. Nice. Hey! A frenzy-less fight. Oh, and I was using it. Doesn't matter, it's too late. We're good. We got our extra honor, too. 2,600 instead of 2,000. Cool. Alright. What did we get from our crate? Is there any, like... Oh, 3's not bad. Is there any, like, jackpot things from the Kadum's crate? Like a glider or a weapon or something? I assume not. I don't know if anybody's ever gotten one to even know. I still want to get like one of the Red Dragon swords at least. Maybe someday. Alrighty. Alright, I think we've been pretty chill today. Answered a lot of questions, did a lot of things. I'll probably call it at this point. We're not really getting any arenas, so I don't know. Let's see. Wait, maybe the free-for-all arena, because earlier we had one pop up, right? Yeah, whatever. That's fine. I'll just chill today. I think I'll be done. I'll call it for now. I still want to stream at some point tomorrow. I might do that more in the afternoon, like around the Arc Pass reset, so like around reset or something. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Again, I do stream randomly. I do it mostly at different times so that I can catch different audiences and help people out in different time periods, right? So if you like the content that I put out, go ahead and follow the channel. You'll know when I go live that way. I do have a Twitter account. I have a Discord as well you can go and join. I announce there when I go live. All of these streams are actually also uploaded as VODs in full up to YouTube. So if there's ever something that you missed or you want to know something again or whatever, or I answered a question maybe you need the answer to again, just go to my YouTube page. All of them are there. You can just go look at them. A lot of the really good questions I even highlight as separate sections too. And so you can go and check out those highlights of just things that I've answered in the past. Maybe that'll help you with some stuff or whatever. Alright, here's all the links to all those things there. And otherwise, I am done for today. Thanks everybody for hanging around and chilling. For all the follows today and for Choco hosting or raiding as well. Appreciate all of that stuff. You guys have been awesome. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye everybody, good day. I'll bring Cody on stream tomorrow as well. Why not? He seems to like it. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna raid Red Chaos TV, so go enjoy history too.